Game 7 to come up big, which you guys clearly did.
Well, it just goes to show you that we felt back in 87, we were really at the peak of that team in some ways. Some people think 85 team was the best team ever. 87, I think, was probably the most talented team. I think 85 team had a better overall record. I think it was 16-1 or 16-2 in that playoff year, 87. We got tangled up against Philadelphia, but we felt we're a better team. But sports isn't about who's a better team. It's about the belief system inside the dressing room. And Philadelphia wouldn't quit. Mike Keenan wouldn't allow the young Philadelphia team to quit. They were kind of banged up. They had some injuries, but they were able to extend the series after what we thought probably should have been maybe at least 4 or 5 game series. We lost, I think, the first game, if I remember correctly, and then came back and went 3 in a row, coming home to win the 5th game, only to realize that winning a championship, even after all the experience we had, is not that easy. And then going back to Philadelphia for Game 6, and they trounced us in Philly. Now we find ourselves in a Game 7, and then once you get to a Game 7, anything can happen. You can get a bad break, an unlucky bounce, as we've seen in the past. And so everything's at stake. Everything's on the line. And I think luckily for us, we're able to, really kind of rely on our experiences that we had in the past. We felt incredibly confident that if we went out and played our best game and Philadelphia went out and played their best game, our best was going to be good enough. But even with that, there was so much uncertainty. And sure enough, we're able to win our 3rd cup in 4 years, which was quite an incredible feat.
That was Hockey Hall of Famer and Stanley Cup champion for the Edmonton Oilers, Mark Messier, on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio's The Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin on Channel 91.
The PGA Tour comes to life on Sirius XM. It's your destination for everything on the tour. Hear live hole-by-hole coverage and expert analysis. PGA Tour Radio, Sirius XM 92.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Thursday, November the 7th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Boston Bruins take on the Calgary Flames. Bruins on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 921. Flames on Internet 923. 7 p.m., Florida Panthers take on the Nashville Predators. Panthers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 931. Predators on Internet 935. 7 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes face the Pittsburgh Penguins. Hurricanes on XM 201, Internet 924. Penguins on Internet 941. 7 p.m., New Jersey Devils face the Montreal Canadiens. Devils on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 936. Canadiens on Internet 934. 7 p.m., New York Rangers face the Buffalo Sabres. Rangers on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 938. Sabres on Internet 922. 7 p.m., Ottawa Senators take on the New York Islanders. Senators on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 939. Islanders on Internet 937. 7:30 p.m., Tampa Bay Lightning face the Philadelphia Flyers. Lightning on XM 223, Internet 945. Flyers on Internet 940. 8 p.m., Winnipeg Jets face the Colorado Avalanche. Jets on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 951. Avalanche on Internet 926. 8 p.m., St. Louis Blues face the Utah Hockey Club. Blues on XM 202, Internet 944. Utah on Internet 947. 8 p.m., Dallas Stars take on the Chicago Blackhawks. Stars on XM 203, Internet 928. Blackhawks on Internet 925. 10:30 p.m., LA Kings face the Vancouver Canucks. Kings on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 932. Canucks on Internet 948. 10:30 p.m., San Jose Sharks face the Minnesota Wild. Sharks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 942. Wild on Internet 933. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91.
Sirius XM has soccer covered end to end. Sirius XM FC. Hear live play-by-play and talk shows hosted by legends of the game. It's Sirius XM FC on Channel 157.
New York Rangers legend and Hockey Hall of Famer Mark Messier joined Scott Laughlin on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91, to share what it was like to play in the 1994 finals with the New York Rangers, as well as ending the 54-year drought for the franchise and how that team represented what a hockey team is all about.
Well, look, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about 1994 as well. You mentioned Mike Keenan. We spoke with him in studio a couple of weeks ago. He still speaks so highly of you and of that run. So take us back to ending the 54-year drought. In Game 7, you get a power play goal. You shovel a puck underneath of Kirk McLean. Stands up as the game winner, as it turns out. So take us back to that hot, steamy night. What was it, June 14th of 1994 at the Garden in New York?
Just, I guess just going to the rink, trying to keep your same routine. Brian Leach and I would always drive together down through Times Square, down Broadway 7th Avenue to take a right-hand turn on 33rd Street. And you could feel things were different, even from the Upper West Side. Just the vibe and the energy of the whole city was just electrified. Getting down towards Madison Square Garden, seeing the crowd already starting to build, the police officers surrounding the Garden. It was a carnival-like atmosphere. Obviously, we knew we were something on the cusp of doing something that hadn't been done in 54 years. The magnitude of it was palpable. I mean, the energy, just everything just seemed to be so electrified. You try to keep yourself in the moment. You try to stay with your routine. Obviously, there's a much more at stake. And then, we found ourselves much like we did in 87, up 3-1 in the series, losing to the 5th game, where it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that New York Rangers were finally going to win a Stanley Cup after 54 years. Only to find ourselves the party atmosphere got a little bit delayed and then had to go back to Vancouver, which again, we got trounced in Vancouver, just like we did in 87. And now we're coming home for Game 7. And the same thing happened. We felt good about our chances. We felt we were a better team than Vancouver. We felt that we should have wrapped up the series earlier against Vancouver, but that's the greatest thing about sports. You can think all you want, but the reality is they got a heartbeat over there too. They got pride over there too. They're there for a reason because they're a great team. And here we are in Game 7 and happen to go out and execute a great game plan to beat a very hungry, very young, very physical, hard team to play against in Vancouver. And luckily for us, we had a lot of experience. We had a dynamic, incredible amount of talent with Brian Leach and Sergei Zubov. Alex Kovalev, Adam Graves, and Mike Richter and net, and then sprinkled in with some veterans, some hardened veterans with McTavish and Tikkanen and Steve Larmer and Noonan and Mateau and Jeff Bukaboom and Jay Wells and all the amazing players that banded together that year to create maybe not the most skilled team that's ever won a Stanley Cup, but if you look up the word team, they could put the 1994 Ranger team right there, and that year, that team epitomizes what a team is all about.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Thursday, November the 7th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Boston Bruins take on the Calgary Flames. Bruins on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 921. Flames on Internet 923. 7 p.m., Florida Panthers take on the Nashville Predators. Panthers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 931. Predators on Internet 935. 7 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes face the Pittsburgh Penguins. Hurricanes on XM 201, Internet 924. Penguins on Internet 941. 7 p.m., New Jersey Devils face the Montreal Canadiens. Devils on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 936. Canadiens on Internet 934. 7 p.m., New York Rangers face the Buffalo Sabres. Rangers on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 938. Sabres on Internet 922. 7 p.m., Ottawa Senators take on the New York Islanders. Senators on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 939, Islanders on Internet 937. 7:30 p.m. Tampa Bay Lightning face the Philadelphia Flyers. Lightning on XM 223 Internet 945, Flyers on Internet 940. 8 p.m. Winnipeg Jets face the Colorado Avalanche. Jets on Sirius and XM channels 167 Internet 951, Avalanche on Internet 926. 8 p.m. St. Louis Blues face the Utah Hockey Club. Blues on XM 202 Internet 944, Utah on Internet 947. 8 p.m. Dallas Stars take on the Chicago Blackhawks. Stars on XM 203 Internet 928, Blackhawks on Internet 925. 10:30 p.m. LA Kings face the Vancouver Canucks. Kings on Sirius and XM channels 91 Internet 932, Canucks on Internet 948. 10:30 p.m. San Jose Sharks face the Minnesota Wild. Sharks on Sirius 208 XM 219 and Internet 942, Wild on Internet 933. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91.
SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio is the place for expert advice, strategy, and information for the best fantasy sports analysis to win your league. Plus, hear pick-by-pick coverage of live drafts and interviews with top players, coaches, and team executives on SiriusXM 87.
Six-time Stanley Cup champion and Hockey Hall of Famer Mark Messier stopped by SiriusXM NHL Network Radio's The Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin to discuss what Game 7 means to him and what it's like to also lose a Game 7.
Well, when you think about the two greatest words in sports, you think about Game 7 for many reasons. Obviously, to get to a Game 7, both teams obviously very evenly matched from the literal sense, the Game 7. You don't have to be a sport fan to understand that something's big at stake and that you will go watch it even if you don't know the teams, you don't know the players, you know the backdrop, because it's the greatest form of reality TV in the world, because there is going to be a winner and a loser. A lot at stake, obviously. But for me personally, it's a lifetime journey to acquire the skill set that's required to be able to perform when the stakes are the highest, under the most scrutinized pressure, when you're expected to perform. And you think about a Game 7 moment or a Game 7, that's when you have to perform. It's a winner or go home situation. And what are the skill sets that are required to do that? Obviously, we've practiced our game and honed our skill set for years and years and years, tens of thousands of hours of honing our skills. But emotionally, mentally, what prepares you to play in those moments and perform when you're expected to? That, I think, is what really defines a Game 7 moment for the players that have excelled in Game 7 moments. And what are those life lessons that we can teach our young boys and girls, and the skill sets required to do that? The breathing, it's being able to slow your heart down, and your blood pressure goes up, and your decision making is rash, and concentration varies because of all of it. What allows you to kind of really slow down and use your God-given talent, and then obviously the repetitions through your whole life that you know you can do it. You just got to be able to do it when it matters most. It's like hitting a home run, and like Aaron Boone did, or doing something special at the right moments. And I think the educational part of the docuseries is really fascinating to me there, to help our young boys and girls who will be faced with big decisions in their life. And you don't have to be a sport fan to have a Game 7 moment in life. Everybody's faced with decisions that are going to alter the trajectory of their lives in one way or another there. And we're trying to figure out what those skill sets are.
What does it feel like to lose a Game 7?
Fortunately for me, I never experienced what the Oilers did last year, of going all the way to the end in a championship game and losing in a Game 7. Anytime you get to a Game 7, it's a hard journey to get there. Two teams, evenly matched. It's been a war. It's been a tug of war. Everybody's hurt. Everybody's tired. And then to lose that is devastating. I think about my own experience in Game 7, winning 7 of them. The two still hurt to this day. What could I have done different? You always say that you got to lose in order to understand how to win. I do agree with that. I think there are lessons in loss and in failure, both as a team and as an individual. If I had my preference, I would have liked to have learned those lessons while I was winning. But unfortunately, that's just not the way it is. But I look back at it now and just think about how grateful I am for all the lessons in wins and the losses, because it really ends up defining who you are as a person and as a player.
Get the latest news, opinion, and analysis from MMA to boxing and the professional wrestling world 24/7. SiriusXM Fight Nation, SiriusXM 156, and the SXM app.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Thursday, November the 7th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Boston Bruins taking the Calgary Flames. Bruins on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 921. Flames on Internet 923. 7 p.m., Florida Panthers take on the Nashville Predators. Panthers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 931. Predators on Internet 935. 7 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes face the Pittsburgh Penguins. Hurricanes on XM 201, Internet 924. Penguins on Internet 941. 7 p.m., New Jersey Devils face the Montreal Canadiens. Devils on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 936. Canadiens on Internet 934. 7 p.m., New York Rangers face the Buffalo Sabres. Rangers on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 938. Sabres on Internet 922. 7 p.m., Ottawa Senators take on the New York Islanders. Senators on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 939. Islanders on Internet 937. 7:30 p.m., Tampa Bay Lightning face the Philadelphia Flyers. Lightning on XM 223, Internet 945. Flyers on Internet 940. 8 p.m., Winnipeg Jets face the Colorado Avalanche. Jets on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 951. Avalanche on Internet 926. 8 p.m., St. Louis Blues face the Utah Hockey Club. Blues on XM 202, Internet 944. Utah on Internet 947. 8 p.m., Dallas Stars take on the Chicago Blackhawks. Stars on XM 203, Internet 928. Blackhawks on Internet 925. 10:30 p.m., LA Kings face the Vancouver Canucks. Kings on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 932. Canucks on Internet 948. 10:30 p.m., San Jose Sharks face the Minnesota Wild. Sharks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 942. Wild on Internet 933. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91.
Mad Dog Sports Radio has the best sports talk in the business, covering sports with a passion and knowledge you need. Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 86, and the SXM app.
Hockey Hall of Famer and Stanley Cup champion for the Edmonton Oilers and New York Rangers, Mark Messier joined Scott Laughlin on the morning skate for SiriusXM NHL Network Radio on Channel 91 to discuss the pressures of Game 7 after having played in 9 Game 7s himself, winning 7 of them, and how you can either thrive under pressure or crumble underneath it.
I must look at Game 7s, Mark, like I do overtime in the Stanley Cup playoffs or overtime in any sporting event where you've got so much pressure on you and every play gets magnified. Could you, during the course of your career, and you don't have to name names, but could you look around the dressing room or could you look on the opposing bench and could you figure out those that wanted to be the hero and those that just wanted to avoid making the mistake? I mean, was that plain for you to see that there were those that wanted the puck on their stick with the game on the line that could thrive under pressure, and then you had the opposite as well?
I felt myself in those moments there defaulting to the more defensive side of the game. And then I played with my right winger who I won 6 Stanley Cups with, Glenn Anderson. He was the kind of guy that was trying to, really drive hard offensively and take the game and try to score the winning goal. And we're on the same line. Maybe that the difference of us in our mentalities work perfectly. But everybody's wired different. Everybody's got fear, failure. The best have that, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to internalize those feelings, but you can't let them paralyze you. And it's for me, going into a Game 7, I allowed myself to visualize what if we didn't win, leading up to the game, and then slowly as you get closer to the game, you allow yourself to kind of push the negative feelings aside and you start to fill yourself up with all the great things that are going to happen and what you need to do to execute the game plan. And of course, ultimately to seeing yourself, holding the trophy. And then as the game starts, all the negative and the positive go away. And then you drill yourself down into, just executing the game plan. And, you don't think about the what ifs and what should have been or what could have been. You just really kind of play in the moment. And I think trust becomes a massive word when you think about it. Can I trust each and one of the players that are going out there to not only to do their part from a strategic standpoint, be in the right position, be in the right places at the right time, but not get undisciplined and take poor penalties at the wrong time because their ego is bruised and someone took advantage of them, then being able to hold all that in check. So there's just so many dynamics to think about for a team in order to overcome all the obstacles to win a championship. And it's fascinating to me. It's one of the reasons I was able to play 26 years, because once you do it, you understand how fun it is, but also how complicated and intricate it is to kind of get not only the team from a physical standpoint to come together, but how a team comes together emotionally, mentally, and the spirituality around a team and the respect that lives inside that locker room is incredible.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. SiriusXM, Channel 89.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Thursday, November the 7th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Boston Bruins take on the Calgary Flames. Bruins on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 921. Flames on Internet 923. 7 p.m., Florida Panthers take on the Nashville Predators. Panthers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 931. Predators on Internet 935. 7 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes face the Pittsburgh Penguins. Hurricanes on XM 201, Internet 924. Penguins on Internet 941. 7 p.m., New Jersey Devils face the Montreal Canadiens. Devils on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 936. Canadiens on Internet 934. 7 p.m., New York Rangers face the Buffalo Sabres. Rangers on Sirius 210, Rangers on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 938. Sabres on Internet 922. 7 p.m., Ottawa Senators take on the New York Islanders. Senators on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 939. Islanders on Internet 937. 7:30 p.m., Tampa Bay Lightning face the Philadelphia Flyers. Lightning on XM 223, Internet 945. Flyers on Internet 940. 8 p.m., Winnipeg Jets face the Colorado Avalanche. Jets on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 951. Avalanche on Internet 926. 8 p.m., St. Louis Blues face the Utah Hockey Club. Blues on XM 202, Internet 944. Utah on Internet 947. 8 p.m., Dallas Stars take on the Chicago Blackhawks. Stars on XM 203, Internet 928. Blackhawks on Internet 925. 10:30 p.m., LA Kings face the Vancouver Canucks. Kings on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 932. Canucks on Internet 948. 10:30 p.m., San Jose Sharks face the Minnesota Wild. Sharks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 942. Wild on Internet 933. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91.
On the court and off, your home for the NBA is SiriusXM. Follow all the drama as your favorite team vies for it all. SiriusXM NBA Radio, SiriusXM 86.
Mark Messier is a 6-time Stanley Cup champion. He won 5 with the Edmonton Oilers and 1 with the New York Rangers, and is the only player to captain 2 teams to Stanley Cup championships. In Edmonton, after winning back-to-back Stanley Cup championships in 1984 and 85, it wasn't until 1987 where the team would win their 3rd Stanley Cup championship. Speaking on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, Messier joined Scott Laughlin for the morning skate on SiriusXM Channel 91 to talk about what it was like to win that 1987 Stanley Cup Finals series against the Philadelphia Flyers, despite blowing a 3-1 series lead and having to win it in a Game 7.
Mark, let's go back to the 1987 Canada, or not Canada Cup. That was still to come.
That was the 1987.
That wasn't Game 7, but that was an all-decider as well, as we know. But for Game 7, yeah, that was pretty good stuff. But 87 in the Stanley Cup final, you're facing Philadelphia. You're up 3-1 in the series. They come back to tie it. Now you've got Game 7. Take us back to your greatest remembrances of, again, almost letting the series slip away and then having that opportunity in Game 7 to come up big, which you guys clearly did.
Well, it just goes to show you that we felt back in 87, we were really at the peak of that team in some ways. Some people think 85 team was the best team ever. 87, I think, was probably the most talented team. I think 85 team had a better overall record. I think it was 16-1 or 16-2 in that playoff year, 87. We got tangled up against Philadelphia, but we felt we're a better team. But sports isn't about who's a better team. It's about it's about the belief system inside the dressing room. And Philadelphia wouldn't quit. Mike Keenan wouldn't allow the young Philadelphia team to quit. They were kind of banged up. They had some injuries, but they were able to extend the series after what we thought probably should have been maybe at least 4 or 5 game series. We lost, I think, the first game, if I remember correctly, and then came back and won 3 in a row, coming home to win the 5th game, only to realize that winning a championship, even after all the experience we had, is not that easy. And then going back to Philadelphia for Game 6, and they trounced us in Philly. Now we find ourselves in a Game 7, and then once you get to a Game 7, anything can happen. You can get a bad break, an unlucky bounce, as we've seen in the past. And so everything's at stake. Everything's on the line. And I think luckily for us, we're able to, really kind of rely on our experiences that we had in the past. We felt incredibly confident that if we went out and played our best game and Philadelphia went out and played their best game, our best was going to be good enough. But even with that, there was so much uncertainty. And sure enough, we're able to win our 3rd cup in 4 years, which was quite an incredible feat.
That was Hockey Hall of Famer and Stanley Cup champion for the Edmonton Oilers, Mark Messier, on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio's The Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin on Channel 91.
Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 brings you expert analysis from former players, coaches, and executives, plus reaction to all the latest news on the only 24/7 station dedicated to the National Football League.
I'm Frank Tract.
You're listening to NHL Play-by-Play on Sirius XM.
He scores! Just before the buzzer, DeAndre Miller.
This is New York Rangers hockey.
Out to the point for Trouba. Wrist shot kicked out. Rebound. Score! Artemi Panarin.
This is New York Rangers hockey.
Down the right side. Pass for Kreider. Moves in. Deep and scores!
This is New York Rangers hockey.
Shot. Score! Rangers win!
New York Rangers hockey starts right now. Here's Dave Maloney, and with the play-by-play, here's Kenny Albert on the MSG Radio Network.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to New York Rangers hockey from Madison Square Garden. It's the first meeting of the season between the Rangers and the Buffalo Sabres. Kenny Albert with the captain, Dave Maloney. Rangers back at it on home ice with a record of 8-2-1, hosting a Sabres team you talked about on the pregame show with Don. They haven't been able to put together that big stretch over the last couple of seasons, but when you look at them on paper, a team with some expectations, and they, for the last couple of years, sounds like Detroit, Ottawa, Buffalo, those teams that should contend at some point for a playoff spot.
Right. It's really, again, and we go back to the opening of the 23-24 season when the Rangers went in an opening night in Buffalo. And Buffalo, like Ottawa, have signed up a lot of who their future is going to be and locked them up to a lot of big money stuff, and it just hasn't caught on. Now, again, we as the Ranger franchise have had the luxury of having goaltenders that have been all world, right? And Igor Shesterkin has certainly been that. In the meantime, I was talking to Donnie LaGreca about the fact that if you trade chances with any team, Kenny, in this league now, you're probably going to be chasing the score, right? And so the Rangers have to be wise, have to be experienced here, and just go about their business knowing that at the end of the day, the goaltender, as Peter Laviolette, when he met with the media yesterday after practice, said, Igor is certainly dialed in. He's been our best player, But again, you don't go anywhere without goaltending. And I think Buffalo, Ottawa, Detroit, they number of different goaltenders. You can have all the firepower up front, but if you don't have a goaltender that can stop it more often than not, you're going to have a tough time.
Your thoughts on how the Rangers line shuffling?
I thought they were good. I thought, despite some observations out there, that Chris Kreider was a little more engaged than he'd been, right? Mika had a couple of points in 3 games beforehand. You got 3 assists, right? Excuse me. So, again, breaking up that was probably... And the other observation, too, was, well, why break up the Hedl line? But... you know what? Philip Hedl's playing so well. I'm not sure. I think he makes everybody better he's playing with. Right? So, all in all, sometimes it can get stagnant, and it's a commendable act from Peter Laviolette and his staff. Get the blue line pairings back together. Lindgren and Fox are both better collectively than they are apart. So, we're back to a little more familiarity in the defensive zone.
Here come the Rangers, led onto the ice by goaltender Igor Shesterkin, who will defend the goal to our right in period 1. Time for tonight's officiating crew, brought to you by London Jewelers, Wes McCauley and Riley Brace. The referees tonight, the linesmen Tommy Hughes and Caleb Apperson. Officiating crew brought to you by London Jewelers. Visit London Jewelers today at any of their 7 locations, including the Americana Mall and the mall at Short Hills. So the goaltending matchup, Igor Shesterkin for the Rangers comes in with a record of 6-2-1. He's faced at least 35 shots in each of the last 3 games. 9-1-2 lifetime against Buffalo. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen will make his 10th start for the Sabres, comes in with a record of 4-4-1. Buffalo coming off a 5-1 win over Ottawa on Tuesday night.
Yeah, and again, Buffalo was good, and they got a bit of a break right away when Brady Tkachuk jumped in to defend a teammate after a thundering hit, and he was out for 17 minutes, and Buffalo scored on the power play and just went from there. So, again, this is a Buffalo team that should be better than their record, and like every opponent that comes into this building, probably pretty fired up to play at Madison Square Garden.
It's the only trip of the season for the Sabres to the Garden. Rangers have had great success over Buffalo in recent years. Only 1 regulation loss to the Sabres in their last 16 games. A record of 12-1-3. To public address announcer Joe Tollison.
If able, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the national anthem. Tonight's colors are presented by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. And here to perform the Star-Spangled Banner, please welcome back Grammy Award-winning baritone, John Brancy.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam?
John Brancy.
John Brancy with our national anthem as we get set for the Rangers and the Sabres. Rangers will start the Cooley, Trocheck, Smith line with Lindgren and Fox. On defense for the Sabres, Greenway, McLeod, and Zucker with Byram and Dahlin. Luukkonen to our left and Shesterkin to our right.
When it's game time, it's Tully time. The opening puck drop brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. The original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask mature Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the all-new Tullamore Dew Honey during tonight's action.
I missed that over the last week or so. Rangers in their traditional blue jerseys with red pants. Sabres in their white jerseys with gold trim and blue pants. There will be Vincent Trocheck going up against Ryan McLeod. Rangers will skate right to left here in the first period. We are underway At the Garden, Trocheck wins the draw. Fox with the puck for the Rangers, sends it up the middle, deflects into the Buffalo zone off the high glass. And now the Sabres will move the puck ahead, carried through center by Greenway, shoots in, left side of the Ranger goal. Lindgren moves it up the boards. Sabres keep it alive. Bowen Byram slides it across. Rasmus Dahlin shoots and scores. 26 seconds in, the Sabres lead 1-0.
So in 3 of the last 4 periods that the Buffalo Sabres have played, they scored 17 seconds into the first period against Ottawa, 21 seconds into the second period against Ottawa, first period against Rangers, 26 seconds in. So Buffalo's been on a roll. You talk about a team that's prepared to play. The Rangers have dug themselves a 1-goal hole. Now, this is a shot from distance that goes through the wickets. I'm not sure. Now, we'll take a look here. That's just a miss. Stick in the wrong position for Igor Shesterkin, and it goes through that butterflied open hole. So, the Rangers spot the Sabres, a 1-0 lead here early in the first period.
On the game's first shot, off the draw, Tuck shoots in. Shesterkin behind the net, whacks it up the boards, knocked down by Bryson. Now Trouba plays it behind the Ranger net. Trouba shoots to center. Paige Thompson with it for Buffalo. Back up the left wing for Alex Tuck. Backhands the puck around. Played up the boards. Panarin unable to clear. Miller far side for Trouba. Chased by Tuck. Sends down into the Buffalo zone. No icing. Puck played by Panarin. Tied up by Bryson in the corner. Now Peterka works it free for Thompson. Paige Thompson looks to spin away from Panarin. Back around for Owen Power. Sabres moving left to right, coming out of their zone, and now both teams make changes.
Well, again, the Rangers have to get through this rotation here, get everybody involved, and start to establish the pace.
Cousins with the headman pass, broken up by the stick of Braden Schneider. Kept alive by Benson. Now a shot by Cousins, that gets blocked. Schneider over for the Rangers. Up the right side. Puck cleared out of the zone. Benson with it for Buffalo. Back in. Dropping it off for a shot. Saved by Shesterkin. And he covers on the quit attempt.
You know, we often talk about the execution of the defensive zone, right, Kenny? And this puck comes around the boards here. And Chris Kreider, now he's on his off wing. And he tries to chip it through the middle. Puck doesn't get out. Mis-executed play ends up being a quality scoring chance for the Buffalo Sabres here. So the Sabres with a couple shots on goal early have a goal here early. 18-19 left in the opening period. Face off to the left of Igor Shesterkin.
Off the draw, Clifton, the New Jersey native. Long shot through a screen. That's handled. And Shesterkin hangs on to it.
Well, both teams now will have all their people in this first 2 minutes, minute and 55 seconds of play on the lineup here. Face off to the left once again. Igor Shesterkin.
Lafferty in for the draw. Now Carrick leaves the circle. Jimmy Vesey steps in. Lafferty pulls it back. Held in at the line by Clifton. Moves it down low. Mallenstein with it. Former Washington Capital throws it across. Puck kept alive by Gilbert. Now along the near boards. Clifton steps up. Edstrom on it for the Rangers. Now Schneider knocked down in the corner. Puck backhanded, not out. Clifton keeps it alive. Schneider intercepts. Here come the Rangers. Carrick. Pass deflected by Edstrom. Chased down by Vesey. Sends it around for Carrick. Puck rolls off his stick. And the Sabres move it to center. Lindgren on it for the Rangers. Hits the red line, shoots back in. As both teams make changes. 2.5 gone. Buffalo, Dave, with the first 3 shots on a 1-0 lead.
Really, the Rangers have to introduce themselves to Buffalo's end of the ice here, Kenny.
Most of the play has been in the Rangers zone. Now Zucker chasing down. Jason Zucker, defended by Trocheck, looks to get it back out to McLeod. Puck rolls all the way down. And Luukkonen will move to his right, send it ahead for Dahlin, and now Greenway. Jordan Greenway from upstate New York. Puck sent in, left side of the Ranger net. Fox looking around, sends the puck to the far side. Riley Smith bangs it up the boards, out to center. Chased by Cooley, knocked away from him. Sabres back on it. Alex Tuck down the right side, cutting wide. Knocked off the puck by Keandre Miller. Now chased by Trouba. Jacob Trouba with it for the Rangers. He sends to center. Kakko beaten to the puck, sent back in by Bryson. It's a Sabres icing with 3.5 gone here in period one.
You know, again, you have to acknowledge, Buffalo's on a bit of a roll here in the offensive zone, right? But again, Jacob Trouba has the puck, has lots of time for that first good pass out of the defensive zone, misfires the pass. And I think that's where the Rangers get into the biggest trouble. When they finally get the puck turned back, do they make the right play coming out of the defensive zone?
Face off now to the left of Luukkonen. Sabres control, move the puck ahead. Tuck on the right side, moves it up the boards into the Ranger end. Now Tuck with it once again after the Rangers clear, deflected in towards the Buffalo net by Panarin. Now Power winds it around. Bryson on it for Buffalo. Up the left side and out to center for Tuck. Knocked back the other way. Now into the Ranger zone. Zibanejad able to clear. Bryson fires back down. Puck winds around. Trouba along the right wing boards. Looking for Panarin. His pass was cut off by Benson. Benson backhands in. Cousins chasing with Miller. Puck in the skates of Miller. Now Trouba on it for the Rangers. Back around for Keandre Miller. Now Trouba hits the red line and shoots in. Puck caroms around. Kept away from Edstrom just off the bench. Quinn's pass picked off at center. And now the Rangers will regroup. 4.5 in, first period. Sabres leading 1-0. Puck backhanded along by Vesey. Clifton back on it. Met by Edstrom. Moving it up the boards. Ballenstein able to clear. And now Byram sending it back into his own zone. Clifton up the right side for Lafferty. Puck moved into the corner. Carrick unable to get to it for the Rangers. Shot by Krebs, deflects high and wide. Puck played at the left point. Chipped ahead. Kept alive by Mallenstein of Buffalo. Zach Jones battling for the puck with Lafferty along the far boards. Mallenstein comes in. Puck is pinned. 2 Rangers, 2 Sabres. Schneider there as well. It's still pinned by the skate of Mallenstein. Now comes free. Carrick on it for the Rangers. Up the right side. Held in by Lafferty. Sends towards the net. Broken up in front. Rangers moving quickly ahead. Vesey on the right wing shoots in, and now they go for a change.
Really good play by Braden Schneider on the board, right? Poisons the puck, makes that good pass, and you get it down the ice.
Here come the Sabres back into the Ranger zone. Pass too far for McLeod. Fox with it for the Rangers. Up the left side, Lindgren moves the puck ahead. Trocheck was tied up. Comes back to Lindgren. Moves it across and a save. There's a penalty coming up against the Sabres. So the Rangers will head to the power play with 6 minutes gone here in period one.
Boy, good opportunity by Will Cooley. A nice play along the boards. Buffalo.
For a hold.
So it's going to be Bryson in the box for a hold. Now, again, just his 4th game of the season. He brings a little speed to the back end of Buffalo. But he does take a holding penalty here along the boards. Now, this puck on Cooley's stick just kind of waffles a little bit. It's a good job by Trocheck to fight his way through a couple of checks, get it out to Cooley. And the Rangers get on the power play here with 14:01 to go in the first period, trailing 1-0, Kenny.
Rangers 6th in the league on the power play. Sabres towards the bottom, 24th on the penalty kill. Mallenstein fires the puck down ice. So Bryson in the box. Rangers with the man advantage as Fox starts ahead with it. Up the left side for Kreider. Kreider wrists the puck around. Power unable to play it for Buffalo. Sent back around by Panarin onto the stick of Zibanejad. Now Fox deflects it over to Panarin. Right wing circle into the slot. Shot by Trocheck. Blocked. And the puck is underneath the Sabre who blocked it. That's Clifton. So the play blown dead with 28 seconds gone on the Bryson penalty.
Good touches on the puck by the Rangers. The puck gets rimmed in eventually, and it's going to get out to Vinny Trocheck, who's right at the hash marks. He's got to take the puck off his skate and get it to the stick to get it to the net. But a good entry by the Rangers. Face off to the left of the Buffalo netminder.
Shots are now 3-1 Sabres. Rangers control. Fox, right point, wrist shot. Deflected and a save by Luukkonen. Comes to Panarin. Tried to move it into the slot. Sent back around. Darlene on it for Buffalo. Looks to clear. Held in beautifully by Fox. Fox spinning at the right point. Fox still with it. Leaving it for Trocheck, but it did not get all the way to him. And the Sabres able to clear the puck down ice.
Boy, what a job holding it in, right? The puck just kind of stayed on his stick a little too long as he tried to move it, Adam Fox.
Now here's Panarin looking for Zibanejad. The puck was bouncing on him. Puck now pinned behind the Buffalo goal. Smith looking to work it free. Zibanejad sends it up the boards. Waiting for it is Fox. Now Zibanejad unable to get it past Power, and the Sabres clear. 40 seconds to go on the Bryson Minor. Now Fox with it once again for the Rangers. Dropping it back off. Here's Riley Smith. Hits the red line. Now Hedl down the left wing with speed. And he's blocked off at the line by Greenway, who flips it down into the Ranger zone.
Yeah, Greenway does a nice job using his skate. He's 6'4". Out it goes.
Now Zach Jones into the Buffalo zone, veering to his left. Jones carries in deep, shoots, saved by Luukkonen, and he will hang on. 5 seconds remaining on the power play for the Rangers.
Yeah, that's a nice entry by Zach Jones, right? He comes in, he kind of slaloms his way up the ice. It looks like Jones, has kind of supplanted Keandre Miller as that second defender on the power play. Now Miller comes out with Trouba with just seconds left in the Buffalo penalty. Face off to the right of Luukkonen. Rangers, after giving up the first 3 shots of the period, have 4 consecutive shots here.
Kreider will replace Hedl at the dot, up against Thompson. Players get set. Puck is dropped. Kreider wins it back. Miller, wrist shot, sticked aside by Luukkonen. Tuck along the boards. Penalty expires. Pass too far for Bryson, just out of the box. Sabres have iced it with 11:54 remaining in the first. Buffalo leading 1-0. Rangers hockey on ESPN New York, brought to you by your local Honda dealers.
Face off to the left of the Buffalo netminder. Luukkonen takes up an awful lot of net at 6'5", 225. Mika Zibanejad, Panarin, and Lafreniere up front for the Rangers here.
Sabres back to full strength. Buffalo controls the draw. Darlene to the red line, to the Ranger line. Pass too far for Tuck. Rangers move it ahead into the Buffalo zone. Carried along by Panarin. Panarin back out to the point for Miller. Miller's shot gets blocked by Tuck. Lafreniere back out Trouba. Now Miller with it. Near side Panarin. Out to Trouba. Shot deflected by Miller. Glove saved by Luukkonen. Rangers keep it alive. 11:20 to go in the period. Rangers have the last 5 shots after the Sabres had the first 3. Sabres clear the zone. Sent back into the Buffalo end by Will Cooley. Now Byron with it for Buffalo. From the red line. Wrists the puck around. Fox over in the far corner. Keeps it away from Benson. Fox shoveling it ahead. Trocheck couldn't play it. Sabres keep it alive. Puck sent out to the point for a shot by Bryson, which is blocked. Missed the net high. Fox clears it ahead. Held in by the Sabres. Benson down low. He's tripped up. Play continues. And Fox looks to come away with the puck. He does. Whoops. Rangers can't clear. Hit off a Sabres skate. Kept alive by Quinn. His shot missed the net. Now Power steps up. Power tied up by Riley Smith. Spinning in the far corner. Power still with it. Moves it back around. Now Bryson steps up to keep it alive for Buffalo. Sabres lead the Rangers 1-0. They scored on the game's first shot. Battle continues. Puck squirts free to Riley Smith. And he sends to center. Knocked down. Move back along. Into the Rangers zone with exactly 10 minutes remaining in the first.
Another example of the Rangers have to figure out ways not to spend so much time chasing the puck in the defensive zone.
Puck deflected in by Edstrom. Deflects into the netting. 9:48 remaining. in the first period. Sabres leading 1-0. You're listening to Rangers Hockey on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping?
Pick me.
To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Ranger fans, when deciding to take a charter bus, there's only one choice. That's Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Best Trails and Travel have the highest level of charter bus service in New York City, and they've been serving New York's leading corporations, professional sports teams, and private individuals for 30 years. They offer premier customer service and the newest fleet of buses in the industry. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or colleagues, Best Trails and Travel guarantees you the ultimate traveling experience. Visit them at besttrailstravel.com or call 212-206-6974.
Grand Marnier is an award-winning blend of fine cognac and orange liqueur. It's made for those who live to step outside the box, who like to put a twist on the traditional and believe in a world that's not just good, but grand. Visit grandmarnier.com to learn how to take cocktails from ordinary to extraordinary and live grand. Grand Marnier liqueur, 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Copyright 2022, Campari America, New York, New York. Drink with style. Always drink responsibly.
Rangers Hockey on ESPN New York, brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today.
Well, the face-off here with 9:48 left in the opening period. If you've tuned in, Buffalo scores on their first shot of the hockey game, 26 seconds in, and that's where we stand. A 1-0 Buffalo lead.
Top of the goal, driven by Ramsey Mazda. Darlene from Byram and McLeod at the 26-second mark. It's the experience of driving a new Mazda and buying a new Mazda from Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda.
Rangers will be in Buffalo in early December 11th, and then back in Buffalo in February as that month winds down, the 22nd. That must be the game. Is that the first game back after the break? I think it is.
I think so.
Yeah, right. So this year there'll be a 2-week break in the season of the Four Nations Cup.
Right. The championship game's on the 20th.
Right.
In Boston.
Are you doing that?
2 games prior. On the 17th.
Right.
Doubleheader in Boston. Split between TNT and ESPN. ESPN has the final.
It's nice to be around a famous person.
Our producer, Ray Santiago, who Dave must be referring to. There's Fox out at the right point. Shot misses the net. Bouncing puck. Lindgren keeps it alive. Sends in deep. Darlene on it for the Sabres. And he moves the puck out of the zone. Lindgren with it for the Rangers. And he moves it right back down.
Well, the Rangers have certainly, turned up the offense here a little bit. Just have to create a little more work for the Buffalo goaltender.
Pass up the middle. Off the stick of Peterka.
Whoa.
Big hit by Kreider, and he's going to go. Knock Byram hard into the boards.
Yeah, that's an easy call in today's game. I mean, yeah. And again, I give Byram credit, though. He stands up, right? He kind of stands up, and I think he knows Kreider's coming. Oh, boy. That could have been any number of calls. So the Rangers, who's I think it's 14 successive penalty kills, will put the number 2 penalty kill unit in the league to work here with 8:56 left in the opening period, Kenny.
Rangers have only allowed 3 power play goals, Dave, over their first 11 games.
Incredible.
Off the draw, Darlene with the puck. Sending it near side, Peterka. Cousins broke a stick. He heads for a new one. Battle along the boards. Lindgren comes away with the puck. And the Rangers clear. Good work by Ryan Lindgren.
Great work by Lindgren along the boards. A little support from Trocheck.
So the Sabres will regroup. Here's Darlene for Thompson. Then across the line, bottled up, and Lindgren moves the puck down ice.
Yeah, it's Lindgren with the original touch on the puck from Thompson, and he had some help from Trocheck.
Now Thompson coming out of his own zone, scored 47 goals last season. Puck sent in by Peterka. Shesterkin behind the net. Moves it up the boards. Cousins. Pass nearly picked off by Carrick, who probably would have gone it all alone. Sabres shoot it back down, and now Shesterkin will clear it himself.
There you go. He's going to get paid as a defenseman, too. Right? The guy moves the puck as well as anybody in the league, let alone stopping it.
Sent that one easily into the Buffalo zone. Right. Now Power back across, leaving it for Tuck. Drops it off for Quinn. Moves to the slot. Stick handling. Back out it comes to Byram. Power. Now Tuck from about 30 feet out. Shot stopped, and Shesterkin hangs on to it.
Yeah, square to the shooter that time. No room through the 5-hole. As Igor Shesterkin gets in that good solid butterfly position, watches the puck right into his body, right? That's exactly where it's going to end up. Face off to the left of Igor Shesterkin. 42 seconds left in the Buffalo power play, Kenny.
Shots are 6-4 Rangers. Sabres had the first 3 on the night. Sabres control. Power to the near side. Pass broken up. Great defensive play by Fox, and the Rangers again clear.
I tell you, Adam Fox, we talk about him time and time again. He defends way better than he should because he is so smart.
Here comes Quinn. Flipping it for Tuck. The return pass too far. Trouba moves the puck ahead. Lindgren in the corner battling with a couple of Sabres. And the Rangers come away with it. Here's Zibanejad down the right side and across the line. Zibanejad slides it across. Tuck over for Buffalo.
Well, again, Trouba had gone down hard on the right side, but he bailed because the play was getting too deep. Really a smart play by Jacob Trouba to protect the neutral zone.
Kreider returns, so the Rangers kill it off. Under 7 to play in period 1. Sabres with a 1-0 advantage. Sabres shoot in. Schneider from behind the Ranger net. Schneider, near side, Jones. Moves the puck in deep, left of the Buffalo goal. Bounces to Krebs. Moves it around to the near side. Jones steps up for the Rangers. Sabres able to clear the puck down ice, and now the Rangers regroup. Here's Jones with it. Back in the Ranger zone. Across for Schneider. Up the right side. Deflected in by Hedel. Dahlin back for Buffalo. Up the left side for Malenstein. Malenstein stripped from behind. Now he shoots in. Puck caroms around. Miller on it for the Rangers. Under 6 to go in the first. Buffalo leading 1-0. Pass up the right wing, broken up, intended for Cooley. Clifton on it for the Sabres. Held in by Hedel after the attempted clear. Bouncing puck, and the Sabres come away with it. Down the right side, now curling with it is Zucker. Centering pass, that's picked off by Keandre Miller. Moves it up the boards. Sabres keep it alive. Now Greenway down low. Jordan Greenway sends in behind the net. Trouba over for the Rangers. Up the boards to Panarin. And he sends to center. Here's Cooley down the left wing. Looks for a move on, but Clifton stayed right with him and stripped the puck. Rangers with it coming out of their own zone. Trouba, 5 minutes to go in the first. Sabres lead 1-0. Trouba fires in, caroms around. Dahlin, shouldered by Trocheck. They continue to battle. Now Riley Smith over for the Rangers. Smith sends it out to the right point. Fox, long wrist shot. That's deflected on the way in. Never made it through, and now a penalty. Sabres penalty.
No.
Or is it?
It's going to be Kakko.
It is Kakko. Okay.
Yeah, it's right in front of it. He comes in, and that's what Kakko gets in a little bit of trouble when he goes in on a forecheck with just one hand on the stick, right? So he's got to kind of reach around. So when we come back, Buffalo will go on their second power play of the first period, trailing 1-0. New York Rangers hockey on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Have you ever driven across the Whitestone Bridge and wondered who could possibly paint this? The New York Structural Steel Painting Contractors Association. That's who. With our local 806 partners, members of the New York Structural Steel Painting Contractors Association work hard to ensure New York City's bridges, roads, and rails are safe, beautiful, and ready for the future. You've seen our work. The New York Structural Steel Painting Contractors Association partnered with the New York Department of Transportation on the iconic Brooklyn Bridge, applying new coatings seen by thousands of people and captured in selfies every day.
That's just one of the many pieces of iconic steel structures that the New York Structural Steel Painting Contractors Association has helped revitalize. Every day you see subway stops, bridges, highway ramps, and steel structures restored and painted by us. We're the New York Structural Steel Painting Contractors Association, adding a little color to the Big Apple. To learn more about our association and career opportunities, visit nySSPCA.net.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
4:47 to play, first period. Sabres leading 1-0. Rangers hockey on ESPN New York is brought to you by your local Honda dealers.
Well, again, the first key of the penalty kill, right, is getting possession off the face-off. Both teams 6 apiece, wins on the face-offs, just 12 face-offs here. Less than 5 minutes left in the first period. 1 goal. That belongs to Buffalo, Kenny.
Rasmus Dahlin, 26 seconds in. Off the draw, Riley Smith controls for the Rangers. Backhands down into the right of Luukkonen, who will stick it aside for Dahlin. Sabres had the first 3 shots. Rangers 6 of the last 7. Here's Tage Thompson. Give and go as the Sabres enter the Rangers zone. Back out it comes. Shot by Cousins. Gets blocked and the Rangers clear.
Yeah, good job by Riley Smith. You know, the more you watch him, you realize just how smart he is as a player.
Now Cousins winds it around. Rangers able to take it away. Trouba up the right side. Puck sent into the corner. And the Sabres regroup after the dump in by Trocheck. Here's Cousins into the Ranger zone. Back out for Thompson. Thompson flips one towards the net. Shesterkin able to poke it away. And now Trocheck bothered from behind by Cousins. Puck cleared by Keandre Miller. Knocked out at center by Dahlin. With 3:40 to go in the first. Dahlin with the Buffalo goal. As the Sabres go for a change.
Well, the Rangers have done a good job. I mean, Buffalo has had very little offensive zone time on this power play.
40 seconds remaining on the Kakko minor. Stick save made by Shesterkin on Quinn from the right wing circle. Sabres keep it alive. Here's Tuck out at the right point across for Owen Powers. Stick handling. Powers still with it. Centering pass from Quinn after he knocked it out of the air. That's broken up, and it's cleared by Zibanejad.
Boy, the Rangers 5-on-5, 5-on-4 have done a really good job of protecting the slot. You know, down between the hash marks, between the circles. Good job by Zibanejad.
Sabres back into the Ranger zone. Now the puck cleared out by Cooley. Sent back along by Quinn. Carrick and Benson come together. And now the Rangers finally clear the zone. 2:40 to go in the first. Here's Carrick down the left wing. Carrick in with a shot. That gets blocked. Cooley comes away with the puck. Shoots. Saved by Luukkonen. Cooley with it again behind the net. Stick handling. Now puts on the brakes. Heads the other way. Cooley bumped by Tuck. Lafreniere to the puck. Back out. Puck came out of the zone. Brought back in by Schneider. Rangers offside.
Well, I tell you, the Rangers just need a little more offensive zone luck. As we're going to take a break here with 2:22 left. Opening period. Visiting Buffalo Sabres up 1-0 over the Rangers. New York Rangers hockey on ESPN New York, and the MSG radio continues after this timeout.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Experience the sophisticated taste of the best single malt whiskey in the world, the Macallan, founded in 1824. The Macallan is renowned worldwide for its extraordinary single malt whiskeys. Their outstanding quality and distinctive character reveal the uncompromised excellence they pursue. Whether your taste is sherry, oak, or double cask, the Macallan single malt whiskey is for you. Pick up the Macallan today at your nearest liquor store. The Macallan, the single malt whiskey against which all others must be judged. Crafted without compromise. Please savor the Macallan responsibly.
Attention Rangers fans, let's talk winning off the ice. ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge infusion therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. At ThriveWell, patients receive care, comfort, convenience, and compassion so they can get back to cheering for their favorite teams. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites along with breakaway treatment from our highly trained medical team. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
Hockey season is the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless boiler. Don't wait until you have no heat. Go to PeerlessBoilers.com for a dealer near you. Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Face off in the neutral zone in front of the Buffalo Sabres bench. Sabanachad and McLeod. McLeod acquired from Edmonton in a trade. And away we go, Kenny.
McLeod and Carrick, teammates on that Oilers squad last year that made it to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. Off the draw, Sabres move the puck in. Greenway in the far corner. Lafferty comes in, 3 Rangers. Puck is pinned, down to 2 minutes on the clock here in period 1. Kept alive by Lafferty. Into the corner for Greenway. Greenway back out. Byram moves in, shoots. It's blocked. Puck deflects off the netting, and the play is blown dead. Byron with a couple of goals in Sabres' last game, and he has an assist here tonight.
Yeah, again, acquired in a trade. Casey Middlestat sent to Colorado, and both pretty talented players, both of them, right? Different positions. I don't know, like you look at Buffalo's blue line. I mean, you start with Dahlin, who's a legitimate Norris contender, and you got power, big body that can move it, and Byram. They got some good players on the blue line.
It's a pretty good start.
Right.
Power out here with Bryson. Rangers control. Miller up the boards. Out to center. Cooley takes a hit. Sabres regain control of the puck. Now Shesterkin will field it to his left. Leaves it for Keandre Miller. Miller with a long outlet pass. Rangers enter the Sabres zone. Riley Smith pass deflects off of Buffalo's skate. And it's picked up by Jacob Trouba back in his own zone. Now Tuck, good job in the neutral zone. Stepping into Trocheck. Rangers shoot in, and it's an icing with 1:14 on the clock here in period 1 from the Garden.
It's just not a lot of offensive zone time, the Rangers here. Neither team's been able to generate much offensively, just 6 shots apiece with 1:14 left in the opening period. A lot of hockey left here. The Rangers at 53% efficient on the faceoffs. Will face off to the left of Igor Shesterkin, Kenny.
Trocheck and Cousins lead in for the draw. Shots now 6 apiece. Off the faceoff. Sabres control. Byram right point. Sliding to his left. Shoots. That's blocked by the stick of Kreider and winds up out of play.
Yeah, that's Chris Kreider doing the deflections. This one in a defensive posture. That'll force another face-off. This time to the right of Igor Shesterkin. Rangers will head to Detroit tomorrow. Play there Saturday night. Be back next week to play the Winnipeg Jets. Goodness, there's not a hotter team in the league than that one. Boy, they play with pace. Ooh.
Coached by Scott Arneal, one-time Rangers assistant.
One of the good guys, too, in the league.
Wendy Ruff on the Buffalo bench tonight was a Rangers assistant coach. And, of course, a defenseman with the Rangers. And your teammate in Buffalo.
Yeah, he sure was. I got a chance just to quickly say hello on the way up. He is one of the good guys in hockey.
Back in Buffalo, had a long run there, brought the Sabres to the Cup Final in '99. Goes to Dallas, New Jersey, and now the head man in Buffalo once again.
There's going to be a penalty here.
Adam Fox was taken hard to the boards.
It's going to be Benson.
Extra skater on for the Rangers. Here's Hedel to the right side. Give and go. Hedel stopped by Luukkonen. Kept alive by the Rangers. Fox with it. 6 Rangers on the ice. Delayed penalty. Coming up against Buffalo. Hedel out for Panarin. Long shot. Blocked and then sent wide on the second attempt. Kreider keeps it alive. Out to Panarin. Now Kreider. Panarin. 15 seconds to go in the period. Here's Hedel in with a shot. That missed the net. Puck caroms around. Rangers doing a nice job holding on to it. So they should get a full power play at the beginning of the second period. Here's Kakko towards the net. Gloved by Luukkonen. And there's under a second to go. They'll probably add a little bit of time back onto the clock.
Best shift of the period for the Rangers here. Started with a really good connection between Hedel and Panarin.
Buffalo number 9's got 2 minutes for boarding.
And that'll be Benson. Benson, who played junior hockey in the Western Canadian League and was coached by James Patrick. Great Ranger. A defenseman. So we got, well, they added half a second on, and it's Benson that, wow, there's a hit from behind, left his feet.
Boarding call, 1957. Right. So 2.5 seconds on the clock here. Rangers with an offensive zone face-off, and we'll begin the second period on basically a full power play.
Full power play, and it's, you know, we do wonder that why full power plays at the start of a period aren't more successful, and here's to hope, and this one will be when the Rangers start the second period.
Trocheck and Tuck to the right of Luukkonen. Puck is dropped. Time winds down, and that will do it. So the Sabres will take a 1-0 lead into the locker room after 20 minutes. Rangers outshot Buffalo 8-6. And the Rangers will have a 1:58 power play when we begin the second period.
Well, again, it wasn't so much a sleepy start. I think it was just a bit of a softie given up by the Ranger goaltender that is way, 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 way out of character. Rangers did have a little difficulty executing, just quick execution out of the defensive zone early in the period, but got stronger, and then the best shift was really the last shift of the Rangers in that first period, where Panarin and Hedel and Fox went to work with puck possession. So the Rangers, as you mentioned, will finish with 8 shots on goal. The Rangers credited with 14 hits, and all even on the faceoffs.
Dahlin, 26 seconds in, his second of the season from Byram and McLeod. 1-0 lead for the Buffalo Sabres after one period from the Garden. Don LaGreca will take you through the first intermission. You're listening to Rangers Hockey on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Rev up the fun with the Honda Civic and HR-V. These vehicles redefine the game when it comes to performance and style. With sporty designs matched by powerful performance, the Civic and HR-V deliver a driving experience like no other. But what really sets these cars apart from the crowd is the spirit of determination that inspires everything we do. That's why we're KBB.com's best value brand of 2024.
Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today.
Based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelly Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
To win the cup, everything needs to line up perfectly. No different than finding the person you want to marry. When the time comes to propose, do what I did. Visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers. They'll make shopping for a ring easy. Let them help you pick or design the perfect ring to fit any budget from their 2 by London collection. London Jewelers is committed to getting it just right. So visit London Jewelers today at any of their 7 locations, including the newest location at the mall at Short Hills. Mention I told you to stop by and you'll get the Michael K. treatment.
Ranger fans, when deciding to take a charter bus, there's only one choice. That's Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Best Trails and Travel have the highest level of charter bus service in New York City, and they've been serving New York's leading corporations, professional sports teams, and private individuals for 30 years. They offer premier customer service and the newest fleet of buses in the industry. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or colleagues, Best Trails and Travel guarantees you the ultimate traveling experience. Visit them at besttrailstravel.com or call 212-206-6974.
This is your local Tri-Honda dealer's New York Rangers intermission report. Now here's Don LaGreca on the MSG Radio Network.
Sabres draw first blood early, have a 1-0 lead after one period of play here at Madison Square Garden. It's now time for the Rangers' first intermission report. It's brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. Well, the Rangers down 1-0 thanks to Rasmus Dahlin's second of the year from Byram and McLeod at 26 seconds. It's the second quickest goal that Igor Shesterkin has ever allowed. He allowed a rust goal of the Pittsburgh Penguins on April 1st of last season in 18 seconds. So that was pretty quick, kind of took the crowd out of it, and they've been sitting on their hands pretty much ever since as the Rangers were able to muster just 8 shots on goal. They allowed 6, so Igor's made the next 5 saves that he's needed to make, but there was also some power play time for Buffalo as we take a look at that. 5:59 in, it would be Bryson for holding, and then Benson. His boarding penalty came in 19:57 late, so the Rangers will have an extended power play to start period number 2 of almost a full 2 minutes. As for the Rangers, Chris Kreider for boarding at 11:04, Kakko for holding at 15:13. The Rangers were able to kill those penalties. Buffalo comes in with the 31st ranked power play in the National Hockey League, but that's because they started the year 0 for 22. They've had 7 goals since then, so a little bit better. So the Rangers did a good job on the kill. As I mentioned, shots in favor of the Rangers, 8-6 through 20 minutes of play. But the Rangers trail 1-0 after one period of play. 'Tis the season to shop Rangers gear. Make the most wonderful time of the year even better and grab gifts that will make every blue shirt its holiday. Shop Rangers gear by heading NewYorkRangers.com/holiday gear. When we come back, we're going to hear from Peter Laviolette, Sam Carrick, Jimmy Vesey, and Adam Enstrom. We'll go around the National Hockey League, and then we will drop the puck for period number 2 at Madison Square Garden, with the Rangers trail the Buffalo Sabres 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. New York Rangers hockey on ESPN New York, and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Attention Rangers fans, let's talk winning off the ice. Thrivewell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge infusion therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. At Thrivewell, patients receive care, comfort, convenience, and compassion so they can get back to cheering for their favorite teams. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, Thrivewell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites along with breakaway treatment from our highly trained medical team. Find out more at ThrivewellInfusion.com. That's ThrivewellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
Good news, fellow travelers. Cayman Jack's legendary margarita flavor has multiplied. The new Cayman Jack Margarita Variety Pack with deliciously refreshing strawberry, mango, watermelon, and of course, original. Take an adventure in flavor with the new Cayman Jack Margarita Variety Pack. Cayman Jack. Discover legendary taste. Find them near you at CaymanJack.com. Premium malt beverage with natural flavors. Please drink responsibly. American Vintage Beverage Company, Chicago, Illinois.
In 2024, you get more at Ramsey Mazda. More selection and more savings, like a new 2024 Mazda CX-5, starting at just $29,276. Ramsey Mazda is the proud recipient of the 2023 President's Club Award and the 2024 Cars.com Consumer Satisfaction Award. Visit RamseyMazda.com. Get more in a new Mazda from Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda.
To win the cup, everything needs to line up perfectly. No different than finding the person you want to marry. When the time comes to propose, do what I did. Visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers. They'll make shopping for a ring easy. Let them help you pick or design the perfect ring to fit any budget from their 2 by London collection. London Jewelers is committed to getting it just right. So visit London Jewelers today at any of their 7 locations, including the newest location at the mall at Short Hills. Mention I told you to stop by and you'll get the Michael K treatment.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's life unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Welcome back to Madison Square Garden. Don LaGreca with you. First intermission. Sabres have a 1-0 lead on the New York Rangers. Rasmus Dahlin's goal 26 seconds in is the difference so far. The Rangers will have 1 minute and 57 seconds of power play time to start the second. Well, the Rangers now are whole. Against the Islanders back on Sunday, they got Jimmy Vesey back, so they're healthy, and they've got the lines the way they want them now with Jimmy Vesey on that fourth line, which has been productive for this Rangers team, doing what they need to do as a fourth rotation. Peter Laviolette spoke after practice earlier this week on the improving play of Adam Edstrom.
I think it's just more of a complete game. I think he's played well defensively. His size, his ability to skate. I do think he's physical. He's played good defense for us. I do think that there's a potential to, he's in on the penalty kill meetings, and we did use him in exhibition games to kill penalties, and I know he's killed penalties, so I think there's potential for that for him. He's a young player that's making steps every day to becoming that type of a player. Can he move up from there? Sure. I think there's potential to move up, but right now it's been slotted there, and I think he's done a good job. He's created offense as well. It doesn't necessarily show in his statistics, but he does get a step on defenseman to the outside. He does take it to the net and drive the net. He did put up points in the rookie game, part of it, and he did put up points in preseason. And so, there's definitely potential. We do see that with him as well. But for me, he's done a good job of just being a player that can play in all three zones.
Sam Carrick's got a chance to center that line, and he assesses Adams' play.
Yeah, he's a great player. He's got great size, obviously. Everyone sees that. Great speed. I think he's adjusted really well to the North American game and the NHL level. He's a physical specimen out there. And I think, the sky can really be the limit for him. He just keeps going. He's so young. Once he gains more experience, I really think that he's going to have a great career. And, anything I can do to help him kind of carve that path for him, then it's been great. He's been fun to play with. And, we're looking forward to continuing to build some chemistry.
Jimmy Vesey talked about the maturity Edstrom has shown in his rookie year.
Yeah, he's a pretty quiet guy, but he puts in the work, and I think it was probably good for him last year, getting a taste of games with us. Not sure when exactly that was, what time of year, but I think he got like 10 or so games, and that probably helped his confidence a lot, and, probably worked hard in the summer, and like I said, his physical attributes speak for themselves.
All right, now let's hear from the man of the hour, Adam Edstrom. He feels very comfortable among the veterans on this team.
Yeah, I'd say I feel comfortable talking to everyone in this locker room. Everyone's been great since I got up, even last year, but this year as well. So any questions, I know I can go ask anyone, and they'll be there and help me out. So, no, everyone's great, but, especially that line, yeah.
Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. You're listening to Rangers Hockey on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Now let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. They're after one period of play in Boston. The Bruins and the Flames are tied at 1. Hampus Lindholm's third of the year gave Boston a 1-0 lead, but Calgary came back on Tyson Barrie's first of the season to tie it up at 1. They're after 1 up in Ottawa. Senators and Islanders are scoreless. Islanders out shooting the Sens in the first 20 minutes, 8-5. They're after 1 in Florida. It's the Panthers 2 and the Predators 0. Predators continue to struggle, just 7 shots on goal in that first period. Sam Reinhart picks up his 11th of the season. That was followed by Matthew Tkachuk's 4th of the year. Panthers 2 and the Predators 0. They're after 1 at the Rock. Devils have jumped out to a 2-0 lead on the Montreal Canadiens. Jesper Bratt with his 4th of the year. Andre Palat with his 2nd for New Jersey. They're after 1 in Carolina. Hurricanes looking for their 8th consecutive win. They've got a 2-0 lead on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Carolina scoring twice on 4 shots. Jordan Martinook with his 2nd of the year, and former Ranger Jake Roslovic with his 8th of the season for Carolina. They're getting outshot 10-4 in the first period, but the Hurricanes have the 2-0 lead. 7 minutes to go in the first in Tampa. Lightning and Flyers are scoreless. Everything else will be a little bit later on tonight at 8 o'clock. The Blues welcome in the Utah Hockey Club. Utah 5-5-3, while the Blues are 7-6-0. Also at 8 o'clock, the Blackhawks will be in Dallas to take on the Stars. Chicago 5-8-1 to the Stars 7-4-0. Also at 8 o'clock, how about the Winnipeg Jets? 12-1 to start the season. Best record in the NHL. Best goal differential of +32. They'll welcome in the Avalanche, who have gotten off to a subpar start for them, 6-7-0, although they are coming off a 6-3 win over Seattle back on Tuesday. Everything else will be later on tonight at 10:30. The Canucks will be in Los Angeles to take on the Kings. Kings 8-3-3 to begin the year, while Vancouver 6-2-3. And also at 10:30, the Wild travel to San Jose to take on the Sharks. Sharks 4-8-2 on the young season, while Minnesota's off to a very good start, 8-2-2. They've won 7 of their first 10, the last 10 early on here in the season. Let's take a look at some of the stats through 20 minutes of play. Face-offs 50-50. Shots on goal, just 6 for the Buffalo Sabres, 2 of them from Jack Quinn. Rangers with 8 shots on goal. They've got 2 shots in this one from Will Cooley, who's played well. Physical game for the Rangers. They're out hitting Buffalo 14-7. The leader hit-wise for the Rangers. Adam Enstrom has 3 hits. Ryan Lindgren has 3 hits as well. For Buffalo, the only player with more than 1 with 2 hits is Jordan Greenway, again, who has just the 2 hits. So the Rangers trail 1-0 on a goal 26 seconds in, and they are trying to see if they can recover. They have 1 minute 57 seconds of power play time to start the second period. This has been the Rangers' first intermission report, brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. I will talk to you again coming up in the second intermission, but coming up after these messages. Kenny and Dave with a call to period number 2 from the Garden. Sabres 1 and the Rangers 0. You're listening to Rangers Hockey on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
This has been your local Tri-Honda dealer's New York Rangers Intermission Report. Blue Shirts Hockey is next.
Ranger fans, when deciding to take a charter bus, there's only one choice. That's Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Best Trails and Travel have the highest level of charter bus service in New York City, and they've been serving New York's leading corporations, professional sports teams, and private individuals for 30 years. They offer premier customer service and the newest fleet of buses in the industry. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or colleagues, Best Trails and Travel guarantees you the ultimate traveling experience. Visit them at besttrailstravel.com or call 212-206-6974.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Attention Rangers fans, let's talk winning off the ice. Thrivewell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge infusion therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. At Thrivewell, patients receive care, comfort, convenience, and compassion so they can get back to cheering for their favorite teams. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, Thrivewell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites along with breakaway treatment from our highly trained medical team. Find out more at ThrivewellInfusion.com. That's ThrivewellInfusion.com, saving lives drip by drip.
Welcome back to Madison Square Garden. Kenny Albert, Dave Maloney. Rangers take the ice, trailing the Sabres by a 1-0 score.
Well, again, the chances, favored the Rangers 15-12. There just wasn't an awful lot going on offensively, Kenny. Buffalo had no missed shots. They were credited with 6 shots on goal, and the Rangers blocked 6 Buffalo attempts. So it wasn't like Buffalo was threatening, despite the fact that I thought the Rangers struggled early to get out of their own end. Both teams come back from their respective locker rooms. So what does that mean? Well, when it's game time, it's Tully time. The second period puck drop brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. The original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask mature Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the all-new Tullamore Dew Honey during tonight's action.
Power play for the Rangers.
They'll start
the second period.
Their second power
Inspired by your promo read.
I saw the gentleman on the screen has a Ranger sports jacket. I saw him on the way up. So he asked for a selfie, and I had to take a selfie with the guy in the Ranger jacket. I mean, it's pretty cool, actually.
You and Ron Breshner now have special Ranger sport jackets.
That we do.
Following the event in September.
Yes, and Thanks to your very kind words introducing me, which was no surprise, really. I mean, there was a lot of fiction in that speech, though.
I was about to say, I meant most of it.
A lot of fiction here. Although I read your book, you're a good writer, so. Anyway, Rangers will skate left to right here on the power play, Kenny.
It is an honor that Dave Maloney fit my book in among the hundreds that he reads every year. Most of them are about 3 times as wide. Second period is underway. Sabres shoot the puck in. Rangers on the power play. Fox with the puck for the Rangers. Sends it up the left side. Now across for Trocheck. Then across the Buffalo line, but the Rangers are offside.
See, I think that's where, again, to be a little more aware of where Kreider is, right? Because he was in full flight. Either get him the puck or just chip it softly into the corner. Vinny Trocheck tries to kind of go, angles his way parallel to the blue line, and Kreider's in a straight line, and that's offside.
Face off in front of the Ranger bench, but Aaron lined up all the way on this side in front of the penalty box area. He now takes the puck, slides it across, Zibanejad off his stick. Kreider works it back around, but Aaron lets it go through to Fox. Into the high slot. Now back to Fox at the right point. Cross-ice pass, Zibanejad, left circle. Zibanejad backs it up, looking. Feeds the left point, Panarin. Wrist shot blocked, Zibanejad fires, saved by Luukkonen.
Boy, he got all of that one. He had an opportunity earlier in the sequence, couldn't quite get the puck. He, being Zibanejad and Luukkonen, makes a pretty good save.
Here come the Rangers. A minute to go on the power play. Panarin. Near side for Trocheck, tied up by Dahlin. And the Sabres again clear. This time it's McLeod who moves the puck down ice.
See, this is really where that first unit should get off. And they don't. I'll watch them go score. That'd be really good.
Pass the flex back out. Now they will head to the bench. Zach Jones on the ice, has the puck back in the Rangers zone. Starts ahead with it. Now drops it off for Kakko. 35 seconds to go on the penalty to Bryson. Lafreniere moves the puck in behind the net. Kakko is on it there. Back up the boards. Jones across. Riley Smith. Smith sending it down low for Kakko. Now out to Jones. Jones sliding to his left. Shoots. Looking for the deflection from Smith. Missed the net. Puck comes back around to Lafreniere. Now Riley Smith. To the far side, Filipino. Beetle tied up by Malenstein. Beetle keeps the puck alive. Sends it into the corner for Kakko. Time winding down on the penalty. Puck comes out to Jones at the left point. Fires back around off the stick of Lafreniere. Rangers power play expires. They are now 0 for 2 as Byram controls the puck for Buffalo and sends to the Ranger line. Trouba is on it there. Quickly ahead on the right side. Rangers back in. Lafreniere. Pass could not be handled by Hedel. Back the other way come the Sabres. Here's Quinn to the left circle, a shot, and that one stopped by Shesterkin.
Yeah, good job by Shesterkin. Right in the right position.
Lafreniere flips the puck ahead. Comes down onto the stick of Clifton. Sends it back into the Ranger zone. Quinn out in front. Bryson sends it through the crease. Puck played along the left wing boards by Cousins. 2.5 in, second period. Now Cousins in with a shot. He scores. From the bottom of the left wing circle, Cousins beats Shesterkin. 2-0 Sabres.
Again, I read an article in the Buffalo paper this morning about Cousins and Quinn, how they need to be better, and they hook up on a really good play here in the offensive zone. Quinn gets in hard on the puck. He gets it to Cousins, and Cousins goes alongside on Igor Shesterkin, and the Rangers fail to kind of capitalize on an early set, and even one shot, right, off the stick is Zibanejad, but no real threat. And shortly thereafter, Buffalo finds the back of the net, and it's 2-0 Sabres.
Second of the season, Dylan Cousins. They scored early in each period, 26 seconds into the first, and now 2:45 into period 2.
That they have, and talked about their game against Ottawa the other night, so that trend started there and continues here.
Now the puck in the Sabre zone. Buffalo moves it down ice. It's an icing call. Face-off will come back to our right with 3:04 gone here in period, too.
Yeah, the Rangers have to find some way, just a little spark here, right? A little stale, a little stagnant. I think that's been, other than the spectacular goaltending of Igor Shesterkin, that has been a bit of a trend here early in the season. Just kind of stale, stagnant play. Now you find yourself in a 2-goal hole, face off to the left, the Buffalo netminder.
Trocheck wins it. Cooley's shot. That gets blocked. Kept alive by Will Cooley, and now the Sabres move it back down. No icing, Lindgren and Tuck. Now Riley Smith moves it up the boards, and the Rangers come out, trailing 2-0. Adam Fox drifts the puck in. Bouncing puck, sent to the near side. Fox steps up. Fox shoots. That deflects off Cooley. And now the Sabres with it. Tage Thompson lost the puck at the red line. Here's Cooley for the Rangers. Ahead for Fox. Hit across the line with a wrist shot. Gloved by Luukkonen. Puts it down. And now it's Gilbert. So Dennis Gilbert, the young defenseman, his uncle is Mike Gilbert, the longtime public relations executive with the Sabres. We used to hear about Dennis as a young hockey player, his nephew, and now on the ice with Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo native. Big, strong guy, gives him a little grit in the back end.
They're without a couple of defensemen, Sanderson, Wilkie Harju. Puck behind the Ranger net. Worked free by Zucker. Zucker flips it around to the near side. McLeod works it out to the point for Clifton. Clifton shot deflects wide. Now McLeod on it for the Sabres. Tried to feed the point, but it squirts through. Rolls down into the Buffalo zone. Luukkonen out to his left as both teams go for player changes. Kenny Albert, Dave Maloney from Madison Square Garden, early second period. And the Sabres with a 2-0 lead over the Rangers. Now Hedl sends the puck back into its own zone. Miller for Trouba. Deflected in by Kakko. Luukkonen plays it up the boards for Malenstein. He lifts it back down. It winds up over the glass and out of play.
Yeah, this faceoff should be in the... I think they're trying to figure out, because Kakko did deflect the puck, but the play originated in the... Oh, man, I think the one linesman here waved it as it went out. I thought it went off a Kakko stick, but there's a meeting of the minds, which should be a short one, actually. No offense to Wes McCauley. As they do decide, then they have to decide if it goes off Kakko's stick.
29 Buffalo's got a minor delay there.
There we go. The linesman did call that. The linesman called it right away, and it sure looked like up here that Kakko got his stick in. Now, again, that can be challenged,
this
right?
year.
Yeah.
It can now be challenged. If it was called a penalty, you could challenge as to whether or not it was deflected.
Right.
You could challenge to possibly rescind the penalty.
We'll take a look here. Malenstein goes in.
Tough to tell on that replay.
Yeah, really. That angle's not going to help. Well, the Rangers get on another power play here, Kenny. You need a goal here to have the 2-goal deficit.
Trocheck wins the draw. Back to Fox. Into the slot. Shot by Trocheck. Stopped by Luukkonen. He hangs on.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Good play. Well developed. Trocheck in that bumper spot. On the forehand. Kreider right on top of Luukkonen. The Buffalo netminder. Rangers 52% efficient here on the faceoffs over the course of the match.
Trocheck and McLeod. Rangers control. Fox back out. Shot missed the net from Panarin. Zibanejad winds it around. Fox steps up. Battle for the puck in the corner. And the Sabres now move it down ice. Rangers on their third power play. Malenstein in the box for a delay of game. Here comes Panarin. Up the left side, Kreider. Dropping it back off. Zibanejad across. Now Fox just inside the blue line. Sends to the far side. Back out to Adam Fox. Now Panarin. Panarin into the high slot. Spinning with it is Trocheck. Trocheck to the far side. Zibanejad back across the crease.
Yeah, Kreider was there. He just missed it.
Now Panarin out to Fox straight away. Panarin near side shot. That gets blocked by Power. Fox with it for the Rangers. With the man advantage for another minute. Fox gliding to his right. Sends in deep. Behind the net, Panarin. Back up the boards, Zibanejad. Near side for Trocheck, just inside the line. Trocheck feeds Fox, right circle. Towards the net, Kreider across, just behind Panarin's stick. And it's cleared by the Sabres. Rangers look to regroup here. 35 seconds remaining on the Buffalo penalty. Puck into the slot for Kreider. Shoot, saved by Luukkonen. He hangs on.
Yeah, another good play. Really good play, but they pass from Trocheck, the bump pass. The puck gets moved quickly, but the bump pass gets into Kreider's right skate, and he's got to find a way to get it onto his stick. As we take a look on the big board, the deflection that Kreider missed earlier in the power play. Second unit out here, Philip Hedl in the middle.
Sabres leading 2-0. Cousins from Benson and Quinn. 2:45 into the second period. Second Buffalo goal. Riley Smith with a drive from the right circle. Missed the net. Comes out to the left point for Zach Jones. In deep for Kakko. Kakko winds it around. Smith plays it along the right wing boards. Into the slot, Hedl. Back out for Jones. Down to the far side. The return for Jones. Near side, Smith. Penalty time winding down. Jones with it once again. Smith straight away. Right circle for Hedl. Hedl backs it up. Sends towards the net. Broken up in front by Dahlin. Penalty is over. Rangers 0 for 3. And now Malenstein just out of the box into the Rangers zone on the right wing. Cutting wide on Jones. Malenstein sends it into the corner. Hedl comes away with the puck for the Rangers, who skate left to right, trailing 2-0. Middle period from the Garden. Schneider down the right side. Wrists the puck around. Smith plays it back out to Lafreniere. He shoots one. That does not get through. And the Sabres clear. Lafreniere will send it right back in. 2-0 lead. Buffalo only 8 shots. 2 goals on 8 shots. Rangers have 12 on Luukkonen. And are now 0 for 3 on the power play. Trocheck sends in deep. Gilbert. And Trocheck chase. Gilbert with the puck. Pinballs off Trocheck. Back up the boards it comes for Peterka. Lifted into the Ranger zone. Lindgren is back on it.
Yeah, the couple power plays have kept Buffalo to the Rangers' end of the ice, and evidenced by just the 2 shots from the Sabres.
Now Panarin weaves his way into the right circle. A shot knocked down by Luukkonen. Puck is loose. Cooley looking for it. It's still loose. No whistle. And finally the play is blown dead. And now sticks and gloves come up.
Yeah, that's Cooley getting involved, and Dahlin and Krebs.
Krebs and Cooley have words. Now cooler heads prevail.
Yeah, the Rangers once again right on top of the Buffalo netminder, and nothing to show. Cooley continues to be an effective player in this hockey club.
Cooley goes to pick up his stick, and Krebs knocks it away.
Yeah, we're finally going to take a break here as Wes McCauley has a conversation with Krebs. So, a little heat here with 11:43 left in the middle period, with the Rangers trailing the Buffalo Sabres by a 2-0 count. You're listening to New York Rangers hockey on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Experience the sophisticated taste of the best single malt whiskey in the world, the Macallan, founded in 1824. The Macallan is renowned worldwide for its extraordinary single malt whiskeys. Their outstanding quality and distinctive character reveal the uncompromised excellence they pursue. Whether your taste is sherry, oak, or double cask, the Macallan single malt whiskey is for you. Pick up the Macallan today at your nearest liquor store. The Macallan, the single malt whiskey against which all others must be judged. Crafted without compromise. Please savor the Macallan responsibly.
To win the cup, everything needs to line up perfectly. No different than finding the person you want to marry. When the time comes to propose, do what I did. Visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers. They'll make shopping for a ring easy. Let them help you pick or design the perfect ring to fit any budget from their 2 by London collection. London Jewelers is committed to getting it just right. So visit London Jewelers today at any of their 7 locations, including the newest location at the mall at Short Hills. Mention I told you to stop by, and you'll get the Michael K. treatment.
Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers, are here to help you with your heat and water heating needs. Hockey season is the perfect time to replace the inefficient beast in your basement. Peerless Boilers are the perfect match for homes, apartments, commercial buildings, you name it. And with a 96% efficient Peerless Boiler, you get all the heat you need and save on all of your energy bills all year long. Learn more about the Peerless Boiler family of products. To find a local installer near you, visit peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Back in the Garden, Buffalo Sabres leading the New York Rangers by a 2-0 score. This hockey season is easy to enjoy with Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the New York Rangers. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Well, again, I just took a look at that second Buffalo goal, and Buffalo executes off the cycle. Too much open ice in the middle of the ice, 2-0 Buffalo.
Goals early in each of the first two periods. Rangers shoot in. Owen Power looks to spin away from Edstrom, who stays with him. Takes Power to the boards. Now the Sabres move the puck out. Carried back across on the right wing by Carrick. Whips the puck around. Power deflects it ahead. Kept it at the line momentarily. Rangers do a nice job keeping it in. Here's Edstrom. Carries into the corner. Tied up by Bryson. Sent back out to the point for Fox. Fox into the high slot. Turnaround shot by Carrick. Now the save by Luukkonen.
Well, again, Carrick knows that Edstrom's going to be in front, so he throws it to the net.
Good shift for Edstrom. Now the Sabres move it back down. Zucker chasing on the left wing. Sends the puck to the far side. Carrick is on it there. Keeps it away from Benson. Moves it up the boards. Held in by the Sabres. Byram with it straight away. Pass broken up. Rangers clear. 10.5 remaining in the second. Now Dahlin with it for Buffalo. Backhands down. Chasing with Fox. Lindgren over for the Rangers. Lindgren back for Fox. Fox starts up ice. Now sends in off the glass. Dahlin plays it behind the Buffalo net. Byram up the boards. Kept alive by Miller. DeAndre Miller for the Rangers. Spun around by Byram. Now Panarin with it out to the point. Right side, Trouba. Trouba's shot blocked. Kept alive by Miller after the Dahlin block. Panarin battling behind the net. Sabres come away with the puck. Deflected down off the Sabres stick over the glass and out of play with 9:56 remaining in the middle period for Madison Square Garden. Sabres leading 2-0. Rangers hockey on ESPN New York and the MSU Radio Network continues after this timeout.
New York Presbyterian gives you the healthcare choices you want, like over 450 locations in Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and Westchester. Virtual care that lets you connect with us digitally. World-class doctors from Columbia and Weill Cornell Medicine, and Health Matters, an online source for the latest health and wellness topics and tips. Experience extraordinary healthcare when and where you need it. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. Restrictions apply.
NHLShop.com, the official online store of the National Hockey League, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear, with unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, and all the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Attention Rangers fans, let's talk winning off the ice. ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge infusion therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. At ThriveWell, patients receive care, comfort, convenience, and compassion so they can get back to cheering for their favorite teams. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites along with breakaway treatment from our highly trained medical team. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
Kenny Albert, Dave Maloney from Madison Square Garden. Sabres leading the Rangers 2-0.
Now we look around the league, I'll tell you, Carolina is another team that's playing great. Jack Roslovic with 8 and 9th goals on the season already. They lead Pittsburgh by a 3-0 count, and Florida just keeps on rolling, and Nashville can't quite figure it out. Florida up 3-0 over Nashville.
Sabres leading 2-0 here. Filipino in for the draw. Now Kreider will step in. Kreider with Hedel and Kakko. And now Peyton Krebs having a word with the linesman. Finally, the puck is dropped and the Sabres control. Puck sent out by Bryson. Behind Mallenstein. Kakko with it for the Rangers. Now Kreider on the left side for Hedel. Hedel chasing with Bryson. Bouncing puck behind the net. Hedel comes away with it. Now for Kakko. A return for Filipino. Up the boards, Kakko. Now Hedel, right circle. Spun around by Power. And the Sabres move the puck ahead. Mallenstein sends in deep. Arms around. Kakko with it for the Rangers. Dropping it back off for Kreider. And now carried across into the Buffalo zone by Jones for Kakko. Rink wide for Kreider. Shot from the left circle, missed the net. Off the stick of Hedel. 9:10 remaining in the second. Sabres maintaining a 2-0 lead. Buffalo coming out of their own zone deliberately. It's Power. Power, pass up the right side, too far for Tuck. Now Tuck has it and shoots in. Winds around, played by Trouba. Outlet pass deflected ahead for Cooley by Smith. And then he lost the handle. Sent back the other way by Tage Thompson. Racing back is Keandre Miller. Wally Smith ahead for Will Cooley. And now Vincent Trocheck hits the red line out of the Buffalo line. Trocheck moves it in deep. Gilbert looking around. Gilbert puts the puck into the near corner. Sabres come away with it. Into the Ranger zone. Peterka on the left side to the circle. Dropped it back off. Score! Tage Thompson. Quick wrist shot between the circles. Buffalo takes a 3-0 lead.
Boy, I'll tell you, talk about opportune. That's another opportune moment to have just a shooter in open ice on a transition game. This wasn't off the cycle. This was off the rush. And Igor Shesterkin gets beat on the stick side by Tage Thompson. And the Buffalo Sabres have a 3-0 lead here in the second period. So Peterka has been a productive player against the Rangers. He gets an assist here. 8:21 left on just 9 shots. Buffalo has a 3-0 lead.
The Sabres have scored on their last 2 shots. They went from the 2:45 mark to the 11:39 mark. So nearly 9 minutes without a shot on goal. They've scored on their last 2. So for Thompson, it's his 9th. They've all come at even strength. Buffalo now leading 3-0. Here's Greenway on the left wing. Sending it back for McLeod. Shoots in. Lindgren on it for the Rangers. Has it taken away. Moving to the net. Pass across. Score! Greenway with the finish on the setup from Zucker. It is now 4-0. The Sabres have scored on their last 3 shots.
I'll tell you, Zucker, the wily veteran, does a tremendous job on Ryan Lindgren in the far corner. I mean, then he comes out with the puck. He just takes the puck and drives in front of the net. Now, again, Fox can't really do anything because he gets kind of stuck in no man's land, and Zucker comes off the board so hard. Again, Zucker takes the puck quick, drives the net, and, Fox or Shesterkin, neither one could do anything, and boy, oh boy, Buffalo has been the most opportune hockey club we've seen in a while. 4 goals on just 10 shots. Jordan Greenway, of all the work by Zucker.
So the Sabres now lead 4-0. They score on their 8th, 9th, and 10th shots on Igor Shesterkin. Here comes Trocheck to the far side. Shot missed the net. Puck caroms around. Played in deep. Coming out of the corner, Riley Smith, who had that previous attempt. Jones couldn't hold in. Snyder racing back in his own zone to play the puck. You wonder if at some point they'll go back to the original lines from most of the season.
Yeah,
up until the last couple of games.
They haven't generated a lot, but they haven't given up much either. It's just every puck that's been advanced to the net, the last 3 shots have gone in. Now, again, off the cycle, off a transition rush. Lots of open space, but
just under 7 remaining in the second. Here comes Benson in with a shot saved by Shesterkin. Puck held in at the line. Now Hedel on it for the Rangers. Ahead for Kreider. Kreider now leaving it for Miller into the Buffalo zone. Cutting wide. Miller centering pass. Wallenstein, good defensive play to break things up. Now Kakko has it along the near boards. Sends it around behind to the far side. Rangers keep it alive. Hedel in deep. Along with Miller. Now the Sabres work it free. And Wallenstein carries it to the Ranger zone. Down the right wing. Slides it across. Backhand shot. Score. It is now 5-0. Lafferty with the finish.
wow. It's just a little hard to kind of figure out what in the world has happened here. The Rangers, again, Jonathan Quick looks like he's coming off the bench. And Igor Shesterkin has given up 5 goals on 12 shots.
Including 4 goals on the last 5 shots.
5 shots.
He has faced.
And again, you got to give Lafferty credit. This guy comes shooting out of a cannon, drives through the middle of the ice, drives to the net, and finishes the play. I'll tell you, Lafferty was probably 10 feet behind the up end rush when that rush left the defensive zone. And he just took off. And, again, I tell you, it's not even, I wouldn't even say you're trading chances. It's just everything that's gotten thrown to the net has gone in here. Now, remember a year ago when the Rangers had a bad game here against Nashville, and Shesterkin gave up 4 goals on very few shots, and Jonathan Quick replaced him after 2 periods, as we've got an offside here. Now, this isn't after 2 periods, but it's close. Damn, there's a stunned silence here. I'm not sure anybody saw this one coming.
So Jonathan Quick on a relief after Igor Shesterkin. Not sure if we've ever seen a game like this from Shesterkin. 5 goals on 12 shots.
583 save percentage. Whew.
And he came into this game leading the league in save percentage.
Yeah.
And 4th in goals against average. Rangers with the puck. Edstrom back in his own zone. Now Fox starts up ice. Hits the red line into the Buffalo zone. Long shot. That's handled by Luukkonen. And he will hold on. 5.5 to play. Second period. Sabres 4 for their last 5. Leading the Rangers 5-0. Here at the Garden, you're listening to Rangers Hockey on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Experience the sophisticated taste of the best single malt whiskey in the world, the Macallan, founded in 1824. The Macallan is renowned worldwide for its extraordinary single malt whiskeys. Their outstanding quality and distinctive character reveal the uncompromised excellence they pursue. Whether your taste is sherry, oak, or double cask, the Macallan single malt whiskey is for you. Pick up the Macallan today at your nearest liquor store. The Macallan, the single malt whiskey against which all others must be judged. Crafted without compromise. Please savor the Macallan responsibly.
Attention Rangers fans, let's talk winning off the ice. Thrivewell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge infusion therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. At Thrivewell, patients receive care, comfort, convenience, and compassion so they can get back to cheering for their favorite teams. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, Thrivewell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites along with breakaway treatment from our highly trained medical team. Find out more at ThrivewellInfusion.com. That's ThrivewellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
Back at Madison Square Garden, Rangers Hockey on ESPN New York is brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today.
Well, a little bit of a bafflement here at Madison Square Garden. It's been a while since the Rangers have given up this many goals on this few chances. But every goal in this period has been a well-executed play by the Buffalo Sabres in the offensive zone. And perhaps that speaks more, once again, to the lack of coverage by the Rangers in their own end of the ice.
Now Fox moving in with a shot blocked by Dahlin. Sabres carry out, leading the Rangers 5-0. Now it's taken away by Zibanejad down the right side. Give and go with Panarin. And now the Sabres able to regain control. Byram shoots the puck to center. So here Dave Riley Smith is out with Zibanejad and Panarin. Riley Smith in Lafreniere's spot from the start of this game. We'll see if they shuffle some of the other lines. 5-0 Buffalo. Under 5 to play. Here in the second period. Zucker into the Rangers zone. Sends the puck around behind the net. Out to the left point it comes for Power. Slides it across. Shot by Bryson. That's turned aside by Quick. Puck now deep in the Rangers zone. Trocheck is on it there. But Aaron's still on the ice. Long shift. Kept alive by Quinn. And now the Rangers with possession. Panarin. Quick wide pass. Trocheck. And across the line. Trocheck. Backhand shot. And that missed the net. Kreider comes out. Joins Lafreniere and Trocheck. Sabres with the puck. Quinn stepped into, unable to get the shot through. Rangers have iced it. Exactly 4 minutes to go in period 2.
Well, it looks like, yeah. Well, Kreider and Trocheck and Lafreniere stick together, so we're going to stick with the lines here. We'll see, when they regroup here at the end of the second period, how things shake out. But it's been a disastrous, first 37 minutes of this hockey game for this Ranger team.
Off the draw shot from Gilbert, hits his own man. Malenstein, Trocheck carries across. Trocheck backhands in behind the net. Gilbert over for the Sabres. Puck in the far corner, sent ahead. Onto the stick of Lafferty. And now Gilbert. Too far for Malenstein. Quick will handle it behind the net. Up the boards, Trocheck over for the Rangers. Held in. Bouncing puck, Lafferty. Sends in deep for Malenstein. Malenstein spins away from Snyder. Drops it off for Dahlin. Now back behind the net. Malenstein is on it there. Dahlin. Right wing boards. Flips the puck back around. Krebs over for the Sabres. Krebs. Tied up by Trocheck. Puck comes out to the right side for Dahlin. Dahlin stick handling. Carries in deep. Sends the puck back around. Tough angle shot. Score! Peterka up top. It is now 6-0 Buffalo.
Holy smokes. And again, it's just another, the Rangers, we talked about this in the first period. That puck was offside. That puck was offside by about a half a foot. It kept in. So this thing's going to get called back. There was a puck on the far side. No, they can't review an offside, can they?
Well, it has to be a challenge.
Yeah, it has to be a challenge. It sure looked like it was offside. And then they put it on the big board. Oh, man. Yeah, that's not even close.
The play was offside.
Yeah, we have a couple of looks at it. This goal should be disallowed.
Puck draws back. We see it on the big screen. Oh, yeah,
it was about 30, 40 seconds before the goal, right. But because the puck never left the zone,
right,
it could be challenged.
But even we talked about that in the first period, the extended time that the Rangers spent in the first period chasing the puck. Now, again, here in the second period, Buffalo was not in the end a lot,
at 3:30 of the second period, the play was offside. We had no goal.
This referee looks like a very angry man. Like he looks so angry. Like he must have money on the Rangers or something. Like he looks really angry.
Riley Brace.
The officials don't do that.
One of the young referees.
Yeah. He just seems so mad.
He played in the Ontario Hockey League, so he has something in common with Dave.
Yeah. Don't tell him he played in Kitchener. Oh,
Mississauga.
There you go.
Puck now sent around by Tuck. Onto the stick of Thompson. Out to the left point, Power. Around behind for Tuck. Tuck turns and then slides one across. Taco on it for the Rangers. Moves the puck into the Buffalo zone. And now Thompson with it. Back across the Ranger line. Thompson, nice move. Walks in and shoots. It goes wide. Now Tuck over for the Sabres. Tuck back out off the stick of Dahlin. Dahlin keeps it alive. Dahlin for Peterka. Spinning out of the near corner. Peterka still with it. Defended by Trouba and Miller. Peterka. Centering pass. Quinn in behind the net. Leaned on by Trouba. Quinn still with it. Right circle. Quinn lost it. And Cooley will move the puck down. No icing. Puck retrieved by Bowen Byram. Sabres lead 5-0. 5 on 12 shots against Igor Shesterkin as the Sabres shoot in. Fox on it for the Rangers. Tied up. Puck comes back around behind the net. Battle continues in the near corner. Edstrom over for the Rangers. Benson. They continue to battle. Puck sent back out to the left point. Gilbert is on it there. Cross ice. Shot by Clifton, blocked in front. And the Rangers come out with it. Here's Vesey. Vesey hesitated. Rangers nearly offside. Carried in deep by Carrick. Sending it back out for Lindgren at the left point. Lindgren shoots. That deflects wide. Down to a minute 25. Second period. Sabres leading the Rangers 5-0.
Again, it's just as the Buffalo Sabres have established a lead here. They're just playing keep away with the Rangers here. Going to be a penalty here on Lindgren for a cross-check on Lafferty. This fourth line has been really, really effective for Buffalo.
With Lafferty, Krebs, and Mallenstein.
Mallenstein, a big body that can skate. Lafferty, another guy that can get around with a big body.
55 New York's got a minor for a cross-check.
Called by Wes McCauley. It's the right call behind the net.
Cross-check on Lindgren. Hockey season is the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless boiler. Don't wait until you have no heat. Go to PeerlessBoilers.com for a dealer near you. Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers. Off the draw, turnaround shot stopped by Quick. Off the stick of Cousins as Trouba knocks the stick away from Zucker behind the Ranger net.
Yes. They both dropped there. As we take a look here, wide open again. Now the Rangers are shorthanded as Jonathan Quick makes a save. Trouba follows through on Zucker.
Face off to the left of Quick. Comes back out to the right point. Shot by Dahlin off the glove of Quick. Peterka in deep. Zucker back for Peterka. Final minute of the period. Down low for Zucker. Below the goal line. Now Peterka, right circle, out to Dahlin. Drifting to his left. Slides it across. Now into the high slot for Cousins. Back to the far side. The return broken up by the stick of Miller. And now the puck will deflect out of the zone. 35 seconds to go in the period. A minute 20 on the Lindgren penalty. Sabres with 4 here in the second. Lead the Rangers 5-0. Thompson down the right wing. Shoots. And that's stopped by Quick. You look behind him, but he has the puck.
Boy, what a move by Thompson coming through the middle of the ice, right? Thompson acquired by Buffalo in the trade. Former first-round pick of the Sabres.
Ryan O'Reilly deal.
And he had a tremendous year 2 years ago. Wasn't quite as effective to take that next step last season, but boy, he's off to a good start here in the 24-25 campaign.
Sabres control. Here's Power at the right point. Over to Byram. Back across to Owen Power. Down to 15 seconds. Power looking. Watched by Kreider. Cross ice for Byram. 10 seconds remaining in the period. Now it comes to Power. Sends to the corner. Snyder and Benson come together. Puck is loose, and the second period comes to an end here at Madison Square Garden.
Well, this is what you get when your goaltender has an off night. Fortunately, from a Rangers standpoint, he doesn't have many off nights. But there are not a lot of teams that get the goaltending that the Rangers get from Igor Shesterkin. But boy, it is clear. Now again, it's either the execution, I think the consistency, for some reason, this Ranger group was having all kinds of trouble on their own end. You know, a team last year that went to the conference finals, won the President's Trophy, you know, you would think would be better in their own end. But they have not been very good in their own end and haven't been bailed out by their goaltender tonight. So it's clear how important goaltending is in this league. The Rangers give up 4 goals on 5 shots here in the second period in a span of 5 shots and trail 5-0 to the Buffalo Sabres.
Cousins early in the second. Thompson, Greenway, and Lafferty scoring those third, fourth, and fifth Buffalo Sabres goals. Shots on goal through 2. Rangers with 16. Sabres just 15, but they have scored 5 times. Out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Best Trails and Travel. Bruins over the Flames 3-1 in the second. Islanders leading the Senators 2-0 second intermission. Panthers all over the Predators 5-1 in the second. Devils lead the Canadiens 3-2 after 2. Hurricanes 4. Penguins nothing after 2. Lightning over the Flyers 1-0. Utah leading St. Louis 1-0. Dallas over Chicago 1-0. Winnipeg 1. Colorado 0. Out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Visit them today for the ultimate travel experience at besttrailstravel.com. Don LaGreca will take you through the second intermission with the Sabres leading the Rangers 5-0 here at the Garden. After 40 minutes, you're listening to Rangers Hockey on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
The Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot are in a league of their own when it comes to rugged capability. Their relentless power and versatility make these vehicles the ultimate challengers for exhilarating adventures and formidable terrain. But it's not just performance that makes these cars special. It's the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. That's why we're KBB.com's best value brand of 2024.
Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today.
Available all-wheel drive on Pilot based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Have you ever driven across the Whitestone Bridge and wondered who could possibly paint this? The New York Structural Steel Painting Contractors Association. That's who. With our local 806 partners, members of the New York Structural Steel Painting Contractors Association work hard to ensure New York City's bridges, roads, and rails are safe, beautiful, and ready for the future. You've seen our work. The New York Structural Steel Painting Contractors Association partnered with the New York Department of Transportation on the iconic Brooklyn Bridge, applying new coatings seen by thousands of people and captured in selfies every day. That's just one of the many pieces of iconic steel structures that the New York Structural Steel Painting Contractors Association has helped revitalize. Every day you see subway stops, bridges, highway ramps, and steel structures restored and painted by us. We're the New York Structural Steel Painting Contractors Association, adding a little color to the Big Apple. To learn more about our association and career opportunities, visit nySSPCA.net.
This is the Spectrum New York Rangers Intermission Report. Now here's Don LaGreca on the MSG Radio Network.
Tough period, tough game for the New York Rangers as they trail the Sabres 5-0 after 40 minutes of play. It's now time for the Rangers' second intermission report, and it's brought to you by Spectrum. Rangers were down 1-0, giving up a goal 26 seconds in the first period. They would start the second period with a 1:57 power play and a chance to tie the game. Well, Buffalo would dispose of that power play, and then shortly thereafter, Cousins gets his second from Benson and Quinn at 2:45 to give the Sabres a 2-0 lead. Then Thompson, great play between the circles, scores his 9th. Petrenka and Clifton get the assist at 11:39, and the wheels came off from there. Shortly thereafter, Greenway scored his 3rd from Zucker and McLeod, and that came just 30 seconds after the Thompson goal. And then later on, Lafferty gets his first after Igor was pulled for Jonathan Quick. So Quick joins the party, giving up a goal. Mallenstein and Krebs would get the assist at 13:51. And then a sharp angle shot by Petrenka scores to make it 6-0. But the Rangers would challenge on an offside and win. So they catch really their first break of the game to keep it 5-0 after 40 minutes of play. Penalties in the second period. Mallenstein for delay a game at 4:58. That was when the score was 2-0 and the Rangers had a chance to carve it in half, didn't do it. And then, as I mentioned, the wheels came off from there. Lindgren a cross check at 18:46. So the Sabres will have a 46-second power play to start the third. Sabres were able to do all that damage with minimal shots on goal. They had just 9 shots on goal in that second period, but managed to score 4 times off the 9. So they've got 5 goals on 15 shots through 2 periods of play. The Rangers again with 8 shots, so they have just 16. Both teams have yet to score on the power play. Buffalo's on their 3rd power play, and as I mentioned, 46 seconds to go on that to start the 3rd. Rangers 0 for 3 on the power play. Get the whole fam to the Garden. Our family fun offer presented by Hyundai includes a $25 merch voucher with each ticket purchase, so the whole fam can rep the Rangers. Head to NewYorkrangers.com/ticket offers to secure your tickets today. When we come back, we'll hear more from Peter Laviolette, go around the National Hockey League, then we'll drop the puck for the 3rd period at Madison Square Garden, where the Rangers have a lot of work to do. They're down 5-0 after 2 periods of play. New York Rangers hockey on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network will continue after this timeout.
Ranger fans, when deciding to take a charter bus, there's only one choice. That's Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Best Trails and Travel have the highest level of charter bus service in New York City, and they've been serving New York's leading corporations, professional sports teams, and private individuals for 30 years. They offer premier customer service and the newest fleet of buses in the industry. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or colleagues, Best Trails and Travel guarantees you the ultimate traveling experience. Visit them at besttrailstravel.com or call 212-206-6974.
Sunday morning. You can smell it. Game day. And the brisket you've been smoking since last night. A day to be with family, aka fellow football fans. Traditions make Sundays easy to enjoy. Beers do too. Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Attention Rangers fans, let's talk winning off the ice. Thrivewell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge infusion therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. At Thrivewell, patients receive care, comfort, convenience, and compassion so they can get back to cheering for their favorite teams. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, Thrivewell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites along with breakaway treatment from our highly trained medical team. Find out more at ThrivewellInfusion.com. That's ThrivewellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
Experience the sophisticated taste of the best single malt whiskey in the world, the Macallan, founded in 1824. The Macallan is renowned worldwide for its extraordinary single malt whiskeys. Their outstanding quality and distinctive character reveal the uncompromised excellence they pursue. Whether your taste is sherry oak or double cask, the Macallan single malt whiskey is for you. Pick up the Macallan today at your nearest liquor store. The Macallan, the single malt whiskey against which all others must be judged. Crafted without compromise. Please savor the Macallan responsibly.
New York Presbyterian gives you the healthcare choices you want, like over 450 locations in Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and Westchester. Virtual care that lets you connect with us digitally. World-class doctors from Columbia and Weill Cornell Medicine. And Health Matters, an online source for the latest health and wellness topics and tips. Experience extraordinary health care when and where you need it. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. Restrictions apply.
Back to Madison Square Garden. Don LaGreca, second intermission. And not good news for the Rangers, trailing the Sabres 5-0 as we go into the third period. Sabres will have a 46-second power play to start that third period. Let's go around a busy National Hockey League tonight. Other games going on there in the second intermission in Boston. The Bruins are up 3-1 on the Flames. Bruins getting goals from Lindholm, his third of the year. Zacha with his second. Kopecki with his fourth. The only goal for Calgary so far, Barry, his first of the season. They're after two in Ottawa, and the Islanders, they've jumped out to a 2-0 lead on the Senators. Anders Lee with his fourth. Jean-Gabriel Pageau with his fourth of the season for the Islanders. They're after two in Florida, all Panthers. They're blowing out the Predators 5-1. Verhaeghe's got 2 goals, has 4 on the season. Also goals for Rodriguez, his fourth. Kachuk, his fourth. Sam Reinhart with his 11th goal of the season. Steven Stamkos, the only tally for Nashville. They have just 11 shots on goal through the first 40 minutes, the Predators, and trail by 4 goals going into the third period. Over at the Rock after 2, Devils 3 and the Canadiens 2. Devils getting goals from Bratt, his fourth. Palat, his second. Siegenthaler, his first. Montreal's come back. Newhook, his third of the year to make it a 2-1 game, and then after it was 3-1 off the Siegenthaler goal, Brendan Gallagher scored with 49 seconds to go in the second period, his 6th of the season, as that is a 3-2 Devil lead after 2. Carolina Hurricanes, they're looking for their 8th straight win. They have a 4-0 lead on the Pittsburgh Penguins. 4 goals on 13 shots for Carolina. Jordan Martinook with his second, Jake Roslovic with his 8th, Jake Roslovic with his 9th, and Jacob Slavin with his first of the year, as it's all Carolina 4-0 over Pittsburgh through 2 periods of play. They're late in the second period in Tampa. Lightning 1 and the Flyers 0. Nikita Kucherov's 11th of the year is the difference there. That came 45 seconds remaining in the first period. They're also after 1 in St. Louis. The Blues and the Utah Hockey Club are tied at 1. Parenko gets his 4th of the season for St. Louis to tie the game after Kesserling scored his 3rd for Utah early in the game, just 18 seconds in. That game tied at 1 after 1 period of play. They're after 1 in Dallas. Stars 1-0 lead on Chicago. Sam Steele, his 2nd of the year. Dallas out shooting Chicago through the first 20 minutes of play, 16-5. They're also after 1 in Winnipeg. Jets with a 1-0 lead on the Avalanche. Velarde, his 6th of the year for Winnipeg. Winnipeg 12-1 to start the season with the best goal differential in the National Hockey League at plus 32. 2 games at 10:30 tonight. It'll be Vancouver in Los Angeles to take on the Kings. Canucks 6-2-3 to start the year, while the Kings are 8-3-3. And the Wild will be in San Jose to take on the Sharks. Wild off to a good start, 8-2-2 to start the season, while the Sharks are 4-8-2 on the season. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. You're listening to Rangers Hockey on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Let's take a look at the stats through the first 40 minutes of play. Sabres winning the faceoff battle 54-46. Shots 16-15 in favor of the Rangers. Rangers have 3 shots on goal from Will Cooley, but that's as many as he had in the first period. For the Buffalo Sabres, their leader in shots on goal with 3 is Jack Quinn. Hits in this one. Rangers out hitting Buffalo 23-13. It sure hasn't showed up in the scoreboard. 4 hits for Vincent Trocheck and also Adam Enstrom. And for the Buffalo Sabres, with the 13 shots they have, or 13 hits they have, Clifton has 2, Krebs has 2, Greenway with 2, also 2 hits for Dennis Gilbert, as the Rangers down 5-0. Not too many times here, especially at Madison Square Garden, you've seen the Rangers outplayed to this point. Rangers have a game in Detroit coming up on Saturday, so just get through the 20 minutes of play. Try to see if you can't at least find something to carry over into Saturday's game against Detroit, because then it gets tough on Tuesday. That Winnipeg Jet team I was just talking about, 12-1 on the season, they'll be here at Madison Square Garden coming up on Tuesday. Well, Kenny and Dave will have the call of the third period coming up next. This has been the Rangers' second intermission report brought to you by Spectrum. I'll talk to you again on the postgame show. Sabres 5 and the Rangers nothing going into the third period. You're listening to Rangers Hockey on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
This has been the Spectrum One New York Rangers Intermission Report. Blue Shirts Hockey is next.
Get the official NHL app to watch, read, and listen to all the deeks.
All I can say is absolutely wow.
All the sauce. All the saves.
From Vasilevsky.
All the hits. All the snipes. All the sellies.
He scores! Unbelievable!
All the hockey. If it's hockey, it's here. Listen to every NHL game for free, now with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Download the official NHL app now.
What key is tonight going to be played in? Well, that's entirely up to you and your spirit. Over here at Wild Turkey, we're opting for something that rings true and can reverberate for ages. A little 101. Wild Turkey 101 has been pleasing crowds for decades with its iconic, rich flavor. Crafted with generations of know-how and the finest ingredients. Wild Turkey. Trust your spirit.
Copyright 2024, Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
To win the cup, everything needs to line up perfectly. No different than finding the person you want to marry. When the time comes to propose, do what I did. Visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers. They'll make shopping for a ring easy. Let them help you pick or design the perfect ring to fit any budget from their 2 by London collection. London Jewelers is committed to getting it just right. So visit London Jewelers today at any of their 7 locations, including the newest location at the mall at Short Hills. Mention I told you to stop by and you'll get the Michael K. treatment.
Welcome back to Madison Square Garden. Kenny Albert, Dave Maloney. We get set for the third period. Jonathan Quick leads the Rangers onto the ice. They trail the Buffalo Sabres by a 5-0 score.
And really, I think if you're the Rangers, you just have to kind of get back to the basics. Eliminate the 40 minutes that's happened. Try and figure out in-game how to be better in your own end. Right? You can say what you like about Shesterkin. Could he have had the first one? Yes. But from there on in, he had no help. They were creative goals by Buffalo, but they were able to create because there was all kinds of space in the Rangers' end of the ice. The Rangers have to figure out how to be better in their own end. It just hasn't been good enough, and it has been masked by the play of Igor Shesterkin. So, in the meantime, you look at the numbers aren't great. All 5 goals are 5-on-5. The Rangers entered this game, I think they're plus 11, 5-on-5. So that number's going to take a hit. It has taken a hit. Now maybe you can chip away here and be better 5-on-5 in this third period. We'll take a look and see what they do with the lines and line up. Defense pairings look like they'll stay the same. So, when it's game time, it's Tully time. The third period puck drop brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew and try all the new Tullamore Dew honey during today's action. Excellent job as always. Yeah, not sure. It's a little hard to be enthusiastic down 5-0 after 40.
And for the Sabres, 14 different players all have 1 point.
Wow.
They originally had given McLeod a second assist on the Greenway goal. Would have been his second point, but they've taken that one away. So 1 point apiece for 14 different Sabres. As Buffalo will begin with a power play. Lindgren still in the box. Called for a cross-checking penalty at 18:46 of the second. Here come the Sabres. Quinn into the Ranger zone. Puck taken away, and Miller will shoot to center.
Nice job by Jacob Trouba, 1-on-1. Defending, and his partner picks up the puck, and out it goes.
Owen Power dropping it back off for Byram. Now Quinn walks it across. On the left wing, shot, stick save by Quick on Benson, and the Rangers clear the puck down ice.
Well, a good stick, though, by Miller in the crease as that puck come across.
5 seconds remaining on the penalty to Lindgren. Here comes Power into the Ranger zone on the right wing for Benson. Benson dropping it off for Quinn. He's bumped off the puck. Penalty expires. Kreider lifts it out to center. So the Sabres and Rangers both 0 for 3 on the power play. Here's Quinn. Pass on the left wing. Puck sent around by Greenway. Now Greenway has it again after a hit from Schneider. Puck knocked out of the air by Zibanejad. And Jones will move the puck ahead for Zibanejad. Knocked away by McLeod. Schneider on it for the Rangers. Cross ice for Jones. And now the return for Schneider. Up the right side. Deflected by Vesey up into the Sabres bench.
Yeah, as Jimmy Vesey takes a look. No damage. The Buffalo bench. Official comes over and not sure who that is at the end of the bench. Is that Bowen? In the meantime, the Rangers' excellence at penalty kill continues. And the goaltender really didn't have to be the number one star of the penalty killer. So the Rangers doing a nice job here on the penalty kill.
Lindgren moves the puck ahead. It deflects out of play.
So the faceoff will be in the neutral zone once again. 5 goals on just 15 shots. Actually, it was 5 goals on 12 shots, right?
5 on the first 12.
Yeah.
They scored on their first, and then on 8, 9, 10, and 12.
Wow.
4 in a 5-shot span. Lead the Rangers 5-0. Puck sent ahead by Krebs. Fox banks it up for Carrick off his stick. Krebs with the puck down for Buffalo. That is right for Clifton. 2 minutes gone by in the third. Sabres leading the Rangers 5-0. Here's Carrick firing it on goal. Gloved by Luukkonen. Puts it down. Clifton with the puck. Clifton moves it down into the Ranger end. Fox will retrieve as both teams make changes.
So I talked up Will Cooley and Keandre Miller before the game on the television side, and they're both -3. So, maybe that's the reason.
We know who the jinx is now. Here comes Thompson. Had the puck stripped. Good play there by Miller. Riley Smith with it. Ahead for Kreider. Kreider along the near boards. Winds it around behind the net. Set up the boards by Byram. Sabres move it ahead. Played by Zibanejad. Mika Zibanejad back at his own end.
Zibanejad out with Kreider and Smith.
Rangers have iced the puck. So that's back to what we saw for most of the early portion of this season. Kreider, Zibanejad, Smith together.
Jacob Trouba, the other guy that's -3 in the Rangers plus-minus column. Face off to the left of Jonathan Quick, who replaced Igor Shesterkin with about 6 minutes left in the second period.
Off the face-off, Sabres with the puck. Taken away by Miller. DeAndre Miller flips it ahead. Knocked down by Benson. Now Trouba over for the Rangers. Up the right side, Smith. Smith pushes it to the Buffalo line. Turned back by Clifton. Sent along by Benson. Now Trouba winds it around on the right wing. Will Cooley with the puck for the Rangers. Sends to the Buffalo line. And now Cousins. Cousins knocked to the boards by Cooley. Cousins continues along with the puck. Now Trocheck has it. Trocheck up the left side for Cooley. Cousins moves it up ice. Got a stick in on Trocheck. Play continues. Bryson spinning with the puck. Up the right side, sent along by Greenway. So Cooley is out here with Panarin and Trocheck. It's been a quiet night for many Rangers, but we haven't called Lafreniere's name much.
No.
Puck sent back around. Played along the left wing boards. Jones with a shot. That goes wide. Trocheck falls down. Keeps the puck alive for Cooley. Back for Trocheck. Right circle shot. And a stick save made by Luukkonen. Rangers keep it alive. Panarin for Zach Jones. Jones, backhand shot, deflected, score. Cooley got a piece of it, and the Rangers are on the board.
Wow, nice play by Cooley just to get to the net. It's not going to be one of your classic end-to-end rushes, but an even better job by Zach Jones. Jones comes off the near boards here on his backhand and just throws it towards the net, and it beats Laukkanen here. So in the 18th Rangers shot, the Rangers get on the board here. Buffalo 5, the Rangers 1.
Will Cooley with his 4th of the season on that backhand shot from between the circles by Zach Jones. Cooley getting a piece of it. Now the Rangers have their first goal of the night.
Yeah, and again, unless you're not going to have that chance unless you go to the net. And Will Cooley goes to the net. So, good job by the big winger.
3rd assist for Zach Jones in 7 games. Edstrom, Carrick, and Vesey remain intact. The Rangers' 4th line. Fox up the middle off the stick of Carrick.
Yeah, this is their second shift of the period, so.
Quick out to his left to play the puck. Picked up by Lindgren. Tied up, taken down. Play continues. Puck sent ahead. Edstrom racing after it. He moves in and shoots, and a stick save by Luukkonen.
Nice job by Edstrom to just use that big body and the leverage around Bryson, a much smaller man.
So the Sabres lead 5-1 following the Cooley goal. Vesey with the puck for the Rangers. Out in front looking for Edstrom. Picked off by Lafferty. Puck kept alive by the Rangers. Fox sends in deep for Vesey. Vesey behind the Buffalo net. Out in front. Edstrom tied up. Puck is loose. Carrick looking for it. Vesey has it. Sending it back out for Lindgren across to Fox. Deflects it to the near side. Back out it comes to Fox. Now Lindgren. Right circle shot. That's blocked. Lindgren with it again. Lindgren drops it off for Fox. Fox cutting wide. Knocked down. Penalty. Delayed call against the Sabres. Fox draws another one. Quick off for the extra attacker. Lindgren with the puck. Sends to the far side. Rangers with the extra skater on the ice. Fox back out. Panarin sliding to his left. Shoots. It's blocked. Touches made, and now the Rangers with a goal from Cooley a moment ago. We'll head to the power play.
That's a heck of a shift by the Carrick, Vesey, Edstrom threesome. And it really started with the great drive to the
Buffalo
net by
number 19's
Edstrom.
got 2 minutes for hooking.
So, we get a offensive zone face-off here. And the Rangers 0 for 3 in the power play.
They have some momentum following the Cooley goal and a good shift from the 4th line.
They do.
Trocheck in for the draw with McLeod. Sabres control, and McLeod will shoot the puck the length of the ice. 14 minutes remaining. Sabres 5, and the Rangers 1. Rangers skating right to left. Adam Fox dropping it back for Panarin. Now Zibanejad. Puck picked off at the line. Here come the Sabres. Greenway. He will send in deep. Panarin with the 2nd assist on the Cooley goal. Jones and Panarin pick up points. Now Kreider. Fox down the right side. Back out for Panarin. Panarin moves in deep. Sends towards the net. Kreider stopped by Luukkonen on the redirect. Rangers maintain control of the puck. Now Power comes over for Buffalo. Back behind the net for Clifton. Clifton tied up. Rangers take it away, and then Ballenstein sends the puck out.
All right, once again, Chris Kreider with an opportunity on good offensive zone entry by the Rangers on the power play.
Now Fox for Panarin. Puck deflects over the glass and out of play.
Yeah, Alex Tuck gets his reach and stick on the puck, and Rangers' second unit will come out with 54 seconds left on their 4th power play of the night. Power play that had a chance at the start of the second period at 1-0. Full 2-minute power play and nothing to show.
Off the drop. Greenway over for the Sabres. Ahead to McLeod. McLeod sends to center. Puck gathered in by Zach Jones. Jones deep in his own zone. 12:45 to go. 3rd period. 5-1 Buffalo. Here's Kakko down the left wing. Kakko had the puck knocked away. Held in beautifully by Jones. Sends to the far side. Down low for Lafreniere. Tied up by Dahlin. Dahlin moves it up the boards. Jones steps up. Jones into the high slot for Hedl. Back out for Jones. Now Now cross ice. Lafreniere fans on it. Kakko in behind the net. Near side for Lafreniere. Shovels it out towards the point. Kept alive by Hedel. Now to Jones. Moves to the circle. Jones walks in. Cuts behind the net. Centering pass. Kakko misses the net. Puck comes all the way down. Boy, that was close. Great opportunity for Kakko. Penalty expires. So the Rangers now 0 for 4 on the power play, and we'll take a break. 11:58 remaining in the third, with the Sabres leading 5-1. Rangers hockey on ESPN New York, and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Attention Rangers fans, let's talk winning off the ice. ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge infusion therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. At ThriveWell, patients receive care, comfort, convenience, and compassion so they can get back to cheering for their favorite teams. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites along with breakaway treatment from our highly trained medical team. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers, are here to help you with your heat and water heating needs. Hockey season is the perfect time to replace the inefficient beast in your basement. Peerless Boilers are the perfect match for homes, apartments, commercial buildings, you name it. And with a 96% efficient Peerless Boiler, you get all the heat you need and save on all of your energy bills all year long. Learn more about the Peerless Boiler family of products. To find a local installer near you, visit peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
The hockey season is easy to enjoy with Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the Rangers. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Face off in front of the Rangers bench. Of course, on the Rangers side of the red line in the neutral zone here. Cooley, Trocheck, and Panarin up front. Miller and Trouba on the blue line.
Off the draw. Rangers control. Keandre Miller with the puck. Miller shoots in. Behind the Buffalo net. Bryson with it now for the Sabres. Up the left wing. And carried out through the neutral zone by Peterka. Sends in right side of the Ranger net. Miller back on it. Now Tuck for Buffalo. Looks to center. Blocked off by Trouba. 11.5 to play, third period. Sabres 5 and the Rangers 1. Puck lifted ahead now by Cooley. Deflected by Trocheck. Trouba in with a shot. That's blocked by Bryson. Bryson with it for Buffalo. Moves it up the right side. Carried out by Byram. Leaned on by Panarin, taken down. Peterka shoots in. Both teams go for a change. Buffalo with 4 goals in the second period. Leading the Rangers 5-1. Rangers shoot in. It's an icing. It was a set play, but Zibanejad could not get there.
Yeah, again, it was just came off the boards awkwardly. It looked like Zibanejad had it come off to the angle. Would have given him a better chance, there's no question. In the meantime, this will come back to the left of Jonathan Quick. 10:55 left in regulation. The only goal in the third period off the body of Will Cooley. Buffalo 5, the Rangers 1, Kenny.
Face off to the left of Quick. Rangers control, send the puck out of the zone. Back on it is Owen Power. Goes up the middle, deflected by Quinn. Benson couldn't play the puck. Kreider lost it. Save made by Quick on Cousins. Puck kept alive by Dahlin. Down low for Quinn. In behind the Ranger net. Quinn carries back out. Feeds the point Power. Down to the far side. Dahlin with a shot saved by Quick. And the Rangers will carry the puck ahead. Zibanejad lifts it into the Buffalo zone.
That was a heck of a spin move by Darlene, and then a great shot towards the net. He is a heck of a player. Took him a while. Boy, oh boy. He's a good one.
Darlene opened the scoring tonight. Just 26 seconds in on the game's first shot. Now here's Clifton hitting the red line, shoots in. Puck caroms around. Played behind the net. Mallenstein hit hard by Carrick. And now a penalty will be assessed. Mallenstein remains down.
Now again, this was Carrick. Is he going to get a penalty for this?
Looked like a bit of a delayed call.
It looks like the arm is up by Mr. Happy, the official here.
So it looks like Carrick will go.
Probably a boarding call, right?
Which would be the third boarding call of the night, if that's the case. Kreider and Benson earlier.
New York number 39 has 2 minutes for boarding.
So we'll take a break. Sabres power play when we return. 9:51 to go in the third. 5-1 Buffalo. You're listening to Rangers hockey on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
In 2024, you get more at Ramsey Mazda. More selection and more savings, like a new 2024 Mazda CX-5, starting at just $29,276. Ramsey Mazda is the proud recipient of the 2023 President's Club Award and the 2024 Cars.com Consumer Satisfaction Award. Visit RamseyMazda.com. Get more than a new Mazda from Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda.
New York Presbyterian gives you the healthcare choices you want, like over 450 locations in Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and Westchester. Virtual care that lets you connect with us digitally. World-class doctors from Columbia and Weill Cornell Medicine. And Health Matters, an online source for the latest health and wellness topics and tips. Experience extraordinary health care when and where you need it. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. Restrictions apply.
What key is tonight going to be played in? Well, that's entirely up to you and your spirit. Over here at Wild Turkey, we're opting for something that rings true and can reverberate for ages. A little 101. Wild Turkey 101 has been pleasing crowds for decades with its iconic, rich flavor. Crafted with generations of know-how and the finest ingredients. Wild Turkey. Trust your spirit.
Copyright 2024 Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
Rangers hockey on ESPN New York is brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today.
Well, the Buffalo Sabres will go on their fourth power play of the night. Neither team has, is there fourth or fifth, Kenny?
Fourth for Buffalo.
Yeah, right. That'll be, again, and neither team has been successful.
Carrick in the box for boarding. Mallenstein. Puck played behind the Ranger net by Riley Smith. Can clear. Held in by Thompson. Out to the point for Cousins. Near side, Darlene. Onto the stick of Peterka. Peterka back out. Darlene straight away. Now Peterka, right circle. Darlene has it. Darlene shoots. Glove knocked down by Quick. Puck sent back around. Played by Peterka. Peterka on the right wing boards. Out to Darlene, out of the far circle. Shot. That missed the net. And carries all the way around and out of the zone.
Boy, I'll tell you, when he tees it up, Thompson, that thing gets to where it's going in a hurry. Wow. Big man.
There's Thompson with the puck once again. Held up at the line by Kreider. Hand pass. Darlene the recipient, so the play is blown dead. Hockey season is the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a Peerless boiler. Don't wait until you have no heat. Go to PeerlessBoilers.com for a dealer near you. Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
And face off right center ice here, Madison Square Garden. 8:55 left in regulation. Rangers on the penalty kill for the fourth time tonight.
Puck rolls in on Luukkonen, steers it aside. Now Byram up the right wing, Tuck in across the line. Bouncing puck, shot, saved by Quick, rebound poked wide. Back out it comes for Tuck. Now to Power at the left point. Power down low, takes the return pass. Now picked off by Zibanejad. For Kreider, backhands in. Power looking around. Rangers go for a change. 8:20 to go in period 3. Now Power with it. Works his way into the Ranger zone. On the left side for Benson. Winds it around. Tuck. Tied up by Lindgren. Pass comes across. They score.
Wow.
Benson in front, cutting to the net off the feed from Quinn. It's now 6-1 Buffalo.
Boy, what a pass. What a pass off the stick of Quinn. Now, Quinn was all banged up last year. Didn't get much. And as I said before, lots had been expected of he and Cousins, and they've both been instrumental. Benson just his second game back after missing, I believe, 6 due to injury. So he gets on the board. So that power play streak, or penalty kill streak of the Rangers ends here on the 4th Buffalo power play.
Right, they had killed 20 in a row.
And Buffalo now has a 6-1 lead with 8:05 left in regulation.
Only the 4th power play goal allowed in 12 games by the New York Rangers. So Benson scores his first of the year. Quinn will pick up his second point of the night as the Sabres ice the puck.
Alexis Lafreniere has a 1 shift in this third period. That was on the power play. That's it. You observed that before, Kenny, and he came out on the power play, but he has not been out 5-on-5.
Panarin, Trocheck, Kakko out here with Jones and Schneider.
I believe he's the only one, Lafreniere, that's paying a bit of a price for what's gone on here this evening.
Yeah, it's been a real quiet night for the Ranger forward, who's been outstanding this season. Puck behind the net, Kakko with it. Now to the right side for Jones, who has an assist. Jones moving to his left. Holds, still with it. Down to the far side for Schneider, poked away by McLeod. Racing after the puck. McLeod has it. Down the left wing, moves it on Quick, shoots, and Quick makes the save. Rangers back with the puck now. Kakko had it stripped by McLeod. Schneider on the recovery. Here comes Trocheck in on the left side. Dropping it back off for Kakko. Kakko winds it around. Trocheck moves it up the boards. And the Sabres clear the zone. Kakko on it there. Now to 7 minutes remaining. 21 shots apiece. Sabres with a 6-1 lead. Puck sent back out to the right side for Fox. Left point, Lindgren shot through a screen. Doesn't get through. Then Carrick stopped. Puck is loose. Beasy unable to get it past Luukkonen.
Spent best Ranger line of the night. Their limited ice time have created all kinds of havoc in the offensive zone.
They have been. This 4th line of Edstrom, Carrick, and Beasy. Now Quinn for the Sabres. Puck broken up. Edstrom getting a piece of it. Now Hedl looks to gain control. Hedl knocked off the puck. Benson clears it ahead for Quinn. And now Lafreniere is on the ice for the Rangers. Second shift of the period. Puck deflected in by Kakko. So Lafreniere, Hedl, and Kakko out together here at even strength. We've seen them together on the power play this season. On that second unit. Now the Sabres break ahead. Here's Quinn on the left side for Benson. Benson back to Cousins. Cousins hit from behind. Lafreniere makes the defensive play. And now Hedl on the puck for the Rangers. 3-on-2. Hedl, pass on the right side, Kakko. Kakko, right circle, looking for Lafreniere, broken up. Miller on it for the Rangers, shoots. That gets blocked by Byram. Lafreniere in behind the net. Lafreniere moves it out to the right point for Trouba. Into the slot for Hedl, broken up by Cousins. And the Sabres flip the puck out down to 5:25 on the clock. Miller sends it back in. Kreider in pursuit with Byram. Dahlin over for the Sabres as well. Rangers keep it alive. Zibanejad out to the left point. Jones had it roll off his stick. And now Schneider will shoot it back down.
Yeah, Jones looking to move it before he actually had it. In the meantime, Jones has been pretty good here tonight.
He's been one of the better Rangers along with that 4th line. Bouncing puck in front, and it's covered up by Luukkonen, 4:56 to go. Third period, 6-1 Sabres. Rangers hockey on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Civic Hybrid, Accord Hybrid, and CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2024.
Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today.
Based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelly Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers, are here to help you with your heat and water heating needs. Hockey season is the perfect time to replace the inefficient beast in your basement. Peerless Boilers are the perfect match for homes, apartments, commercial buildings, you name it. And with a 96% efficient Peerless Boiler, you get all the heat you need and save on all of your energy bills all year long. Learn more about the Peerless Boiler family of products. To find a local installer near you, visit peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
4:56 remaining, a 6-1 lead for the Sabres, who have points from 15 different players tonight.
Yeah, it's been, again, it's right from the get-go. Right from the get-go, with the fact that 26 seconds into the game, Igor Shesterkin did give up a soft one, but, Buffalo was able to create and just have the puck and keep the puck for an enormous amount of stretches of time in the Rangers' end of the ice. And then it all exploded in the second period.
Off the draw, shot by Smith, misses the net. Puck cleared out by Krebs. Bouncing puck at center. Carried across by Lafferty. Lafferty in behind the net, now to the far side. Backhand shot from Krebs gets blocked. And the Rangers skated out. Pass intended for Kreider. From Snyder, deflects over the glass and out of play.
Yeah, this one will stop the play once again. 4:34 left in the third period here. Now, Mallenstein, who took the big hit from behind from Sam Carrick, ultimately Buffalo would score in that power play. He exited to the Buffalo locker room after that hit. Suspicions are it might be a concussion protocol call from up top.
Mallenstein's been a factor tonight, and that's really Sabres' fourth line.
He really has been.
Played for Peter Laviolette in Washington.
Right.
Sabres shoot in. Miller around for Trouba. Up the right side and out. Puck gathered in by Gilbert. Just over 4 minutes remaining, with the Sabres leading 6-1. Now Trouba coming out of his own zone. Up the right side for Cooley. Now Clifton back on the puck for Buffalo. Net by Panarin. Clifton lost a stick in the boards. Kicks the puck along. Now Panarin with it for the Rangers. Take it away. Puck comes out to Lindgren at the left point. Back around for Cooley behind the net. Lets it go through. Panarin in front. Fox with a shot, and that missed the net. Puck comes back out to the left point. Lindgren back around behind for Panarin. Now Clifton on it for the Sabres. Moves it down ice. And Buffalo called for icing, 3:27 to go.
Yeah, Will Cooley has caused a little bit of havoc amongst the Buffalo Sabres. Gilbert taking a run at him. Greenway tried to grab a hold of him, and then Trocheck grabbed Greenway to stay away from the landlord taking care of his former housemate a year ago. Face off to the left, the Buffalo netminder, Kenny.
Off the draw, shot sticked aside by Luukkonen. Jimmy Vesey with the opportunity. Puck deflects out of play. 3:17 remaining. Sabres struck first on their first shot. 26 seconds in. Dahlin. Cousins made it 2-0 early in the second, and then they scored 3 goals on 4 shots, 4 on 5 overall. And each team with a goal here in the third.
Right. Will Cooley and Benson, diminutive winger, but boy, he shows a lot of moxie. I'll tell you, for a smaller guy. That's what I'm saying. Buffalo has some good players.
Puck loose at center. Now the Sabres with it. Quinn into the Ranger zone. Puck knocked away. Here comes Fox. Has a lane down the right side. In with a shot. Saved by Luukkonen. Benson over for the Sabres. Met by Vesey. Bouncing puck in the near corner. Vesey wides it around. Puck comes out of the zone. Jones chasing. Down to 2:45. Zach Jones, who has an assist on the only Ranger goal. Jones will start ahead with the puck here. Now for Schneider. Through center. In across the line. Schneider dropping it back off. Behind the net, Kakko. Kakko looking for Lafreniere. Pass went astray. And Jones picks it up back in the Ranger end. Down to 2:20. Rangers in Detroit on Saturday. Back home to host Winnipeg on Thursday. Here's Hedl down the left wing. He falls to the ice. Back up on his skates. In behind the net for Lafreniere. Lafreniere battling with power. Play continues in the far corner. Hedl comes over. And now Lafferty will slide it across. Puck sent along by Krebs as both teams make changes.
Down to the final stretch of the hockey game here. So the Rangers will have to get back on the horse in the Motor City on Saturday.
There's Smith down the left wing. In with a shot that's blocked by Clifton. Puck comes back across. Miller couldn't tee it up. Down to 1:30. Miller to the far side. Shot by Trouba. Sticked aside by Luukkonen. Back out it comes to Miller. Miller shoots. That's blocked by his own man, Kreider. And Clifton able to move it down ice with his glove as he was knocked down. No icing with 1:15. So the Sabres will, with their second straight, go to 6-7-1 on the season. Rangers will fall to 8-3-1. Final minute, third period.
And the Sabre wins have come infrequently in recent history, as you mentioned earlier, Kenny, against the Rangers.
Right, Rangers have been 12-1-3 over the last 16. Only one loss in regulation to Buffalo during that stretch. Puck in the neutral zone. Sabres will host Calgary in their next game on Saturday. Down to 30 seconds. Jones at his own line ahead for Edstrom. Backhands in. Now 20 seconds remaining. Puck lifted to center. Knocked down by Schneider. Here's Quinn down the right side. In with a shot. It's blocked. Cousins shoots wide. 10 seconds. Back out to the left point. Puck comes out of the zone. And now a breakaway attempt in the closing seconds. And the shot by Vesey gets blocked against one of his former teams, and that will do it.
Well, you know, Buffalo got on the board early, as if you've been following us all night. That was the story. First shot on goal, 26 seconds into the game. Beats Igor Shesterkin, but it was the stretch in the second period where, you know, Buffalo was allowed all kinds of room in the offensive zone and made plays, and Igor Shesterkin would exit with just a little over 6 minutes left in that second period, and that was game, set, match. Buffalo 6, the Rangers 1.
Luukkonen, congratulated by his teammates, stopped